Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another AAA meeting. I am your host, Rsist, as usual. With me is my co-host, Drunken Uncle.
Ooh, hey.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm all right, Bo. Thank you so much for asking. I'm all right, buddy. How are you? You look good.
Huh?
You look good, buddy. You look fantastic.
Thank you. I got a new shirt.
I mean, there's I love what you're doing with the shirt and the tie and the face. You look clean.
Oh, but I haven't washed my face in weeks. What do you mean?
I maybe all right. Okay, maybe it's just you caked on foundation from weeks and weeks worth of makeup. Did I hear a little beard scratch just then?
No.
I think I did.
I don't know if this will pick it up.
See, that's exactly what I heard. That was a little beard scratch. That's some ASMR from the Silent Sin right there. Silent no more.
Silent scritches.
Silent scritch. Oh my god, you could totally do ASMR.
Oh man, that's a good beer. I need that beer.
What are you drinking?
I have a Voodoo Ranger New Belgium India Pale Ale.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're a fucking beer wanker, aren't you?
I am a beer wanker, yeah.
I only drink like craft ales. From local breweries.
Usually I only do, but then if I'm out of those, I just drink Coors Light. It's like either real high end or just straight shit.
That's what I'm talking about. I went to the pub last night, surprise, and I was sat there with Steve Prawn, and he drinks a Guinness, right? But then the pub manager, right? He goes, "Oh, Millard, you'll like this," and he pours me a little sample of an ale called Otter. It was Otter Dark, actually. I've had it before, but I ain't turning down, a sample of beer. And he goes, "Oh, Steve Prawn, you'll like this as well." And he pours a sample of that. And I'm going, I've had it before. All right, fine. And Steve, I mean, it's close to a stout. It's a very, very dark ale. Yeah. So Steve liked it. He loved it because he drinks Guinness, and I liked it because it's got alcohol in it. But then for the rest of the night, I was like, I forgot that you can ask for samples of things. So I had a sample of everything that was on fucking tap on the bar throughout the rest of the night. We're talking, it was a fucking 4 guest ales, 6 regular ales, and all the wines. They would not let me sample the rum.
Is it like a glass, or did they just give you like a little sip?
They give you a little sip, but I think I mean, this is from the manager, so he just like wets the bottom of the glass. But when he fucked off up to the office, as the managers often do, there's a couple of newbies working as well. So I'm like, I've got them on rotation of who I'm asking for a sample. And fucking, I go, can I have a little bit more? Because we're both having a sample. Yeah, no problem at all. You go to like the newest one. She just poured me half a fucking pint of the shit for free. I was smashed by the end of the night, mate.
Nice.
Fucking red wine, Chardonnay, Merlot, Chardonnay, fucking rosé, as well as all these fucking blondes, IPAs, APAs.
Yeah, I love a good IPA, but they're expensive though.
No, I mean, in Weatherspoons, they're not. They're the guest ales. They have, just like I was rotating the staff, they have those on rotation as well. So you have one, they've got like a barrel, maybe 2 of it, but once it's gone, it's gone. So there was a rather nice one called Broadside. And a beer is going to be good when it has a picture of a ship. That's
true.
That's just a fact, isn't it? It's up there like everyone named Molly is hot.
Steve Dave for $1.69. How is Sin's ratio worse than Drunkle's was? I see some of you limp dicks out there. Smash the like button because the government's going to make you pay more on Viagra to fuck yourselves if you don't, dipshits.
Jesus Christ.
True.
So that was my game last night, but do you want to play a game tonight?
Ooh, what game is it?
I've got what? I mean, because we had a choice of 3 on Monday, but then, we were rudely interrupted. So I've got a choice of 3 for you today. Right, we got 3 games. Game number 1.
Okay.
Where's Polly?
Uh-huh.
All right, game number 2. Where the fuck is Polly?
Uh-huh.
And game number 3. Is Polly going to even show up this time?
I want to play number 2.
I don't want to play number 3 because I feel as though that's a bad omen on us. You want to play number 2?
Yes.
Where the fuck is Polly? Do you see? Because you got where's Polly? Upward inflection. Number 2, little bit more annoyed.
Little bit more.
Where the fuck is Polly? I mean, Mr. Blue suggests Polly, where art thou? That's pretty good, actually.
Where art thou, Pollenstein?
Pollenstein.
Yeah.
That sounds like some kind of hay fever.
It
Tablet,
does.
maybe. Take your Pollenstein.
Yeah,
Ask
you
your
need
doctor about
Benadryl
Pollenstein.
for it.
Right. So, yeah, how you doing, buddy? What you been up to since I last spoke to you?
Not a whole lot. Just doing the work, the things. You know what it is. We have not said anything because we didn't clarify it till after the show Wednesday. But next week, Drunkle and I will be swapping shows. I will have Monday and he will have Friday. Yeah,
That's right.
We're switching it up on you a little bit, as I will not be here Friday. I have a thing I got to do.
We're keeping it fresh. So on Friday, it's going to be just me.
Probably, yeah.
The old switcheroo. We're keeping it fresh for you guys. You know, we don't want our relationship with you going stale.
Yeah, we don't want you to get too comfortable.
Do you know what I mean? Same 3 positions every night. You know, or 3 times a week actually. Look, that's still pretty good, isn't it?
Where in the world is Poly San Diego?
That's pretty good. I know what that is.
Yeah,
that's Carmen San Diego, right?
That's a deep cut.
Was it a TV show?
I think it was a TV show, and I want to say a comic book.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
First strike. Double kill. Triple kill. Overkill. Killing spree. Kill. Tacular. Kill. Atrocity. Shotgun spree. Kilimanjaro. Kill. Catastrophe. Kill. Apocalypse. Open season. Killionaire. Killing frenzy. Running riot. Buck Wild.
Goddamn, Mailman did such a good job. That's a great donation, and thank you, Fastonia. I am incredibly appreciative of it. But all it makes me want is the big one, the 9001. Like, it's like you can smell the steak cooking, and you're like, oh, steak, that's awesome. I want to eat it.
Like when someone's cooking bacon, and it wakes you up.
How's this for a limp dick? Thunking it down hard. Love you guys. No dicks involved. How about some upgrades? Host choice. I'm going to turn Drunkle Limes.
I want to be Limes.
It's close enough. I'm going to turn... why is this not working? Oh, there we go. I'm going to turn Drunkle Limes, and I'm going to turn... I'm going to turn Polly...
Into someone that shows up?
Yeah. Not Polly, I guess, because I clicked the wrong thing. There we go. I'm going to turn me into cool sunglasses, me.
You're already cool, Sin. You're a cool guy.
Hey. I got to put these things on the thing. So I do have this little gimmick that I made up. If you're watching it, we have the Gorilla Regret donation at 2331, and I have a GIF if that turns into a train, which it happens to sometimes. So that'll be the little train thing if we get a gorilla train going. I don't think Drunkle's heard the gorilla GIF yet. Or the gorilla donation yet.
No, sad. Me sad.
Not real, kind of?
Well, he like throws his fucking misses into the distance.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I've seen that loads. What are you on about?
Have you? I didn't think it ever had gotten played on this stream.
Yeah, but I also watch Tucker Tuesday.
That's true.
Because I'm supportive of you, Sin.
That's true.
Have you enjoyed my latest Twitch streams, by the way?
Yeah, they were amazing.
You prick.
Honestly, I clicked on Twitch last night, and I think I had to blow dust off of the little icon that I click on.
That's amazing, because I wasn't streaming on Twitch last night.
I know. I accidentally clicked it.
Right, okay.
I didn't mean to click it.
Today we played a bit of Brewpub Simulator and the down at the pub, beautifully named the Pint of No Return, and the ale of the day was called Barley Legal.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Excellent fucking work, yeah.
Steve Dave, you're good, Fastonia. You show us thrice weekly that you clearly need Viagra.
Oh, good Lord.
That's true. Fastonia is not a man who needs Viagra.
Is there a little bit of sick on your pop filter now? Like, you just want to flick that away?
It's a little chunky, yeah.
Oh, no. That John Wick scene is shit hot.
Well, that's why I call it the Hotline Wick.
And it's all one shot as well, which is just amazing. And we all know Keanu Reeves is like, he trains for fucking ages doing that shit. Like we've all seen the video of him going through the little course. Like.
That's half of the scene, though. Like that little bit.
That's what he trains for, though, isn't it? That's why he was doing that, was for that fucking particular scene. You know it.
Right, wife.
But, like, I mean,
life.
How can...
Wife, fight back. Kill wife. Wife gone. Think about wife. Regret.
I love that so much.
That's what I imagine a gorilla's voice would sound like as well.
Yeah, it does seem like that's what it would be.
Mm.
Been a long time since I caught a live. Been busy with work as well. 3D printing, painting figures. Glad to see Polly hasn't changed. That's true.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We like consistency.
Well, yeah. Say what you want about Logan, but you can't say he's not consistent.
Say he's consistent.
Say he's terrible with the ladies. I don't know where John Wick, if there is going to be a John Wick 5. And I'm not even talking about the ending here. Like, no spoilers. But they have nowhere else they can go with it. Like, they didn't jump the shark with that scene. But it's like, you've peaked. Like, anything that you do in John Wick 5 is never going to be as cool as that.
Well, like I said, that's the 4502. That's half of the scene. And even that half of it's like, holy fuck, this is phenomenal.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean,
then the dog gets involved and the other guy's involved. It's amazing.
Bonus doggo kill. Absolutely love it. But I'm just saying, like, there's no, how can you top that? Because the films got progressively cooler as they went along. But you can't, that's unbeatable now. Yeah,
that's just the peak.
If anything, that's the reason there's never going to be a John Wick 5. Never mind, what actually happened in the movie or anything. The reason there won't be a John Wick 5 is because they go, well, we can't fucking beat that. That's just it. That's the coolest thing that is ever going to happen in cinema.
It's definitely up there. I would put the Nobody, the original, not Nobody, Old Boy.
Nobody, that was a great film.
Old Boy hallway scene, that would be up there.
Yeah. Again, all one take as well, all one shot. That's what's so cool about it. Fucking the choreography coming out of you. It's there, people.
But the thing I liked about that choreography, and maybe it was just my interpretation of it, was it seemed clumsy. Yes, do send me some pictures, Conservative Atheists. I just watched Berserk, so I'm super into seeing what you're making. It seemed clumsy and realistic. Like you saw people swinging and missing and falling and tripping. Like not everybody's Jet Li.
That's what kind of what with John Wick and indeed Nobody's a great example of this.
Nobody's so good.
But what's good about it is because you can see that don't get me wrong, he's fucking shit hot, but also like he's getting hurt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
John Wick gets hurt a lot. Fucking Nobody got absolutely fucking pummeled in that bus scene. Old boy in that corridor, mate, like the guy was fucking limping. He had a goddamn axe in his back. It's not like Wonder Woman coming in and fucking like all these punches are fucking like glancing off of her. She just carries on. Hair fucking still immaculate, makeup still beautiful. Like this shit hurts.
I went through and did I started the donation audit, got rid of a bunch of them. I got rid of all my Nobody donations except the bus scene. The stop requested when he ties the thing around his neck and is beating him against the wall. I got rid of all of them except that one. That one's just too good.
That is probably my favorite bit of the film. Like, Christopher Lloyd, great, but like nothing beats that bus scene. Especially he gets shot through the window and he just fucking gets right back on the bus again. Like, fucking yes, go on, Saul.
Yeah, that's the thing is I just rewatched a Mailman. We were just singing your praises for the John Wick donation.
Yeah. What's my Thomas the Tank Engine dono, Mailman?
Fuck it. I forgot. I just watched through Better Call Saul again. And it's really hard it's hard to transpose him between the two roles. Cuz like it's Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
Through and through. I was on TikTok and I saw a clip from The Bear, maybe, whatever show he's in with John Barenthal. And him and John Barenthal are like working up to a fight. And I'm like, oh, Punisher versus nobody? Oh, that's going to be good. But it's like, it's a completely different thing.
I mean, yeah, I saw him in, because he was in Seinfeld back in, Seinfeld times. And I'm like, it's nobody. It's Saul.
You can really see his acting chops in Better Call Saul.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, he got a chance to shine. It took a very, very long time for him to get given that opportunity. And it was great. It's been amazing for him. And in turn, it's been amazing for us.
Bob Odenkirk was fantastic in Breaking Bad, but Better Call Saul was it's top 5 favorite shows, I think.
I mean, I could have done with more Saul.
But I liked, the first season was just Saul. Then the writers, Vince Gilligan and whoever, were like, we can kind of give everybody a backstory instead of having Mike Ehrmantraut, Gus, and Salamanca be side characters. Like, they can be part of the story too.
Yeah, there were episodes which were, I mean, some were better than others. Is what I want to say there. Some of them they weren't as easy watching as others. Thing is, I love a good courtroom drama, and I could have done with some more courtroom.
Rhea Kim was amazing. I don't think she's been in anything since then, but she was phenomenal in there.
Everyone was great. The show was great. It was better than Breaking Bad. Very, very rare that a spin-off is better than the actual show. I think the top example of that is Frasier, a spin-off of Cheers.
Yeah,
was better than the original show. It's very, very rare.
I like Cleveland Show better than Family Guy.
Well, that's because you just don't like Family Guy, though.
Family Guy is terrible. Like, I'll be scrolling TikTok or Reels, and I'll see a Family Guy clip, and I'm like, ugh, next. Disgust. It's just samey.
Well, it started off strong.
Yeah, the first few seasons were pretty good, but then it's like half the show is cutaway gags.
But that's their gimmick, though, and I'm fine with that. But then it, as you say, it got samey. I think we were less shocked by it. But I'll tell you what, man, there was that fucking when he got his son Chris a bullfrog. And so it could breathe, he stabbed a load of holes in its back instead of in the box. And it was it must have been like 3 minutes of him trying to throw this dead frog out the window and missing. I was crying with laughter, man.
And you know what, J. I agree. American Dad is far better than Family Guy.
It is now, but then like when American Dad first started, it wasn't as strong as it is now. There was a switcheroo. At one point, Family Guy became the old American Dad, and American Dad became the Family Guy. I much prefer American Dad now.
I wish I liked South Park more, because that is a genuinely entertaining show, but I never feel the urge to watch it, if that makes sense.
I love me some South Park, especially when the whole Mr. Garrison is Trump era was just fucking chef's kiss.
But see, that's the thing is, I think South Park is very funny. I just never go, you know what? I'm going to watch some South Park. It just doesn't occur to me.
I mean, I kind of have to. Well, they had the pandemic special, then the vaccine special. It's like, oh shit, is that out now? Brilliant. Put it on. The last one I watched was the Prince Harry episode, which was again just fucking fantastic. Which is what our privacy.
Gonna post a few in the artwork section of Discord. And let's take a look at these real quick.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. Those look great, dude. Nice work. I can't stand adult cartoons like Family Guy or American. I don't mind them. Like Archer, adult animation, very good.
I love Archer. You don't just not mind Archer. You love Archer.
No, I'm saying I don't mind adult animation.
I think it's just more just like a
Golf
budget
City.
thing. Oh, there you go. The thing about Archer is like it's a budget thing, isn't it? Like if you want a fucking helicopter, you just draw a helicopter, bang. Especially when it comes to a show about a spy in a spy agency, animation is ideal because you can do what you want. You don't need an actual helicopter.
Yeah, you just need to pay H. John Benjamin a lot of money.
Please do. I fucking... This is why I loved audio drama so much, you know? Like, a helicopter is the best example. You want a helicopter, you just get helicopter sounds.
Yeah.
That's way cheaper than getting an actual helicopter. You know, I mean, you could do anything you want in audio drama. All you got to do is just someone establishes the scene. Right at the beginning, you go, wow, we're on the moon. And bang, you're on the moon. You actually got to have, like, you know, go to fucking the moon landing set in California. Right?
Nice.
Easy, right? That's the beautiful thing about it.
I like adult puppet movies from 2004. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are we talking like Avenue Q?
I've never even heard of that.
It was what's her name? Fat Broad, from Gilmore Girls and Ghostbusters, the shit Ghostbusters.
I got the last one. Yeah. Nice.
Madeline McCann. No, that's
it's not.
Martine McCutcheon. No.
Who are you talking about? Who's the fat girl from Gilmore Girls?
The fat hoe. The fat hoe, she was Sookie, the fat hoe from Gilmore Girls.
Bullshit, you are a Gilmore...
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. Was she in Gilmore Girls?
She was Sookie, the chef.
Okay, I love you, thank you.
And she was a fat hoe. Melissa McCarthy, thank you. I knew it was a double M, but I was just thinking Madeline McCann, and let's just not get into that.
Oh yeah, that was the kid.
She was in a film about, it was with a Muppet.
It's
I think
not
it was like
called,
Murder
God damn it.
Elktown or something like that, and it was all right.
It sounds like a Columbo episode.
But it was her partner was a Muppet-esque.
Ow.
Yeah, her partner was like not a Muppet, like trademark, but was clearly a Muppet.
Muppet-esque, Muppet-ite product.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Muppet-ite product. There you go.
Oh, that's not good, Worm.
It was a really dark film. They were investigating murders and shit. It was fantastic. It reminded me of a book I read years ago, The Toyminator, and it was about a serial killer in Toy Town. Like, Humpty Dumpty got boiled to death in his swimming pool and shit. Like, it was a fucking hilarious book. Fantastic. I love shit like that. The juxtaposition of cute and cuddly shit, along with, the darkness and gore of this city. Festonia through $25.02. It is the superior donation. Thank you, Festonia. Says, no courtroom. How about the desert with Tuco and Saul pleading down to legs for the skaters?
Oh, fuck. The art. Yeah, that was the when I think he meant to send that one to me.
No, because he did 2502. That's his new. It was 25, then it was 2501, which is the Tell Me You White. Now it's 2502, the turkeys.
I've got a 2501. That's fantastic.
He continues.
Drunkle loves that donation.
I clearly don't, do I?
You do.
If you say that, I clearly
do.
fucking don't. What one is it? Just give me a little clue.
See if someone plays it.
Okay. Bobby Moore says Happy Time Murder. That was it. I enjoyed that film, despite Melissa McCarthy being in it. Festonia continues. To the scammers, Saul said, death penalty down to broken legs. I'm the best lawyer ever.
Yes, he did. When him and, it was Tuco. When he's like, you called my grandma a biznitch. I'm going to cut out your tongue through your throat. And so I was like, hey, the punishment should fit the crime. It's like, I'll choke him to death.
But I mean, Festonia, I didn't say that, I said I could have done with more courtroom. The real, because I love the real legal shit. Like, Ally McBeal was great, but there was too much fucking singing and hurt feelings. I just wanted
I don't know how I feel
shit.
Knowing that you would just sit there and watch Ally McBeal.
Dude, this is when I was like fucking 11 years old and it's a Friday night.
You know what I watched when I was 11 years old? Golden Girls.
You watched what? I just want you to see if you can say it again like that.
Golden Girls.
Oh, okay. Golden Girls. I never watched Golden Girls.
What?
Very American thing, mate. Very American thing.
I have Golden Girls socks.
Okay. And power to you, buddy.
It is.
But I watched Ally McBeal. It's the courtroom shit I like. Now, Kim was great for the courtroom shit in Better Call Saul, but I wanted more. That's what really disappointed me about She-Hulk as well. I'm like, well, she's a lawyer. This is going to be awesome.
The whole program didn't do it.
Nothing at all about it was good. I thought like fucking superhero courtroom drama. Fucking bring it on, mate. You know? Never happened. Nolly Okami says, Drunkle, my view of you has diminished. Dude, look, I'm like 11 years old. It's Friday night. All you got 4 fucking channels on the television, just terrestrial.
Watch Full House like a man. There
was no Full House. That was not shown over here. You had like fucking Ally McBeal, Friends, and then So Graham Norton, which was a little bit raunchy. I should have been in bed.
You go outside and you look at the clouds.
It was dark out.
Friends is the worst television show to ever exist.
No, She-Hulk is the worst television. I like Friends.
Nobody likes Friends. People just like referencing Friends.
I like Friends.
No, you don't. I
do. I do. But that's because that was Friday night viewing for me. That was at 9 o'clock, episode of Friends.
No, nobody goes, I'm going to put on Friends.
I've literally done that this week.
You should not have.
Well, I have. But it's nostalgia, isn't it? I've seen it so many times, man. Hey, look, I don't knock you for liking things.
What do I like that's objectively not good?
I only drink craft ales.
I'm drinking a Coors Light right now. The craft ale was too warm. I had to set it aside. Actually, I'm going to go put it in the freezer, so you're in charge for a second.
Bryce says there was always Eurotrash. See, again, that was Channel 4. Channel 4 viewing, Bryce. You know what I'm... And Ian, right? You know what I'm saying? Channel 4, Friday night. So Graham Norton, Friends, Ally McBeal, Eurotrash. I think Ally McBeal was Saturday. But that was primetime viewing. Festonia says, Drunkle saying he likes Friends is the gayest thing I've ever heard him say. Well, don't... I watched it when I was younger. Don't... whatever. Keep It Down says I never watched Friends, only Seinfeld. No, I didn't. Seinfeld wasn't really shown here either. So I've only ever so recently, in the grand scheme of things, watched Seinfeld. And I mean, how is that any different to Friends? Do you know what I mean? It's still the canned laughter, the filmed in studio kind of thing. Jonathan Kate says I like Misfits and The Inbetweeners. Now those
that was solid.
Are 2 strong fucking shows, right? Misfits. Well, the first 2 seasons of Misfits, it's Nathan, isn't it? He made the show. When he left, it was okay. But only okay.
That was Valine for the 2666. And I'll give an upgrade to the Dead Otter for that one. Let me grab that first. Boop. Boop. Team America quotes in sequential order. It's me. Looks like he's kissing my ass. Kiss my ass. Smart ass motherfucker. Fair enough. Yeah, that's not bad. Thank you very much. Okay, so if we're talking shows from our childhood, I do appreciate it, Valine. Thank you. Knocking Fostonia down to half health, by the way. Someone should take him out. Toot sweet. My childhood consisted of an inordinate amount of Unsolved Mysteries with Robert Stack.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm talking about?
No. I mean, if it didn't cross the water, mate, then unfortunately I didn't see it. But Ripley's Believe It or Not?
No, but there was... yes, that was with Jonathan... What's his face?
Yeah, he was Ripley.
Where are we, John boy? If I had to guess, I'd say Communist China. Are we gonna die here? Darn fucking tootin'.
I do love me a simultaneous donations, man.
Yeah.
You should go first. Yours was superior.
Alan for 10, Sin. Alan, thank you, sir. How you doing?
And Blackout 88.79 through $5. He says, "Were you a Top Gear guy? You remember when Carlson drove a toy car up the Channel 4 building and had the car on another program. I am a Top Gear guy now. I wasn't then because I was never really into cars. But the Grand Tour, since they moved to Amazon, has just been, because they started doing like fucking boats and shit like that. There was Star in a reasonably priced car was excellent. The little challenges they had and everything were fucking great. But yeah, the older ones, no, I was never into that. Although we did speak about it on Wednesday, I think, with the because they fucking hated caravans. They filled a caravan with petroleum and a load of fucking mobile phones just to, bust the myth that when a phone connects, there's a spark or something like that. Oh,
yeah, we did.
And it never blew up. But they hated caravans on that show. And they tried to send a Robin Reliant into space. That was fucking good. Thank you, Blackout.
The military channel. Well, it wasn't the military channel. It was History Channel over here. But Arlie Ermy was like the
Is
first.
that name?
Yeah, Arlie Ermy.
Hold your fire!
If you saw his
This
face.
man isn't black! What?
I don't even know how to spell that. Arlie Ermy. Sounds like a character from Sesame Street.
Tell me you white without telling me you white. Tell.
Hey, boys. Look what I got here. Hey, where are the white women at?
All right, we'll grab these in 1 second.
Hey,
this guy, you know who this is.
I'm not sure. He looks
This. You don't know.
like an old American man.
You know who this dude is. You've seen him in a million fucking things.
I mean, look. Keep telling me that
He
I
played
know.
House's dad. He was in. This fucking guy.
Yeah, never seen Full Metal Jacket.
What? Oh my god. He had a show. And
Yeah,
the show
sure.
was called Mail Call. And it
Mail
was
Call.
basically like a YouTube video that was on network television.
Okay, you're selling it to me.
Oh, hold on. Let me just see if I can find a clip. I loved this show.
It
as a
was
kid.
Alan for 10. He says quite simply and to the point, Uncle Alan. Festonia threw $25.01 to say, but seriously, Drunkle, the only reason I admitted to ever watching Friends was to see Aniston's tatas saluting the audience in those sweaters. That's how I knew that I was not gay. Love ya. No homo. Dude, yeah, I know exactly.
It's nice to know Festonia
the
loves
top,
you more. That's cool. Thanks, Festonia.
The
I
white
appreciate
top where her nipples are poking through, like... that was the day Drunkle finally became a man. And Blackout threw $1. He says they did car-sized Skittles and Battleship. I remember that. I remember the Battleship. That was a fucking
Dude,
banger.
I saw a TikTok the other day that was greatest hits of Top Gear. I'm gonna have to watch that show at some point. That looks fun.
I mean, that's all the
What's
good
his
bits,
face?
though. You see, there's
So I think Jeremy Clarkson was driving and someone was driving behind him, but he had a bunch of water in the backseat or something, and Jeremy Clarkson kept slamming on the brakes and causing the guy to slam, and water just flowing over the front. A Zed for 25, nothing to say here, just want to evolve the English produce. Okay.
I'll take it.
And that's a turnip right there.
Thank you very much, Alan and Festonia. Legends, both.
Nice work,
I mean,
Festonia and Alan. And Festonia, I won't forget that I'm loved the least here. That's fine. I'll remember that.
I mean,
when you need a kidney or
f-
something, you're like, oh, Sinatra,
yeah.
we have the same blood type. Like, oh, you love Drunkle more. It's okay.
If you really want to piss him off, Festonia, chuck another 25 my way, mate. Fuck you.
I'll make sure you get nobody's kidney. Anyway, this was a show that was on television. Dude, it was ridiculous.
That'll make us bark off the pyrite to a pyrite. Hopefully, if I know my psychics, I'm in this ridiculous. We're talking rapiers. Just how does a grenade work? That's the question I got from Scott in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Gotta warn you, Squatty.
This was a show.
These are those are outtakes done on purpose?
Yeah, not on purpose, but look at this. They would just give this.
I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. It's time for mail call.
This is a whole ass show.
I get my hands on some of the biggest, baddest, most powerful stuff a fella like me could ever ask for. Hell, it's like being a kid in a candy store. Fire!
They just give him
These
ordnance.
ain't no kid's toy.
Sounds cool, yeah.
No, sir.
And this
They're
would just
some of
be
the most
on TV.
powerful and most
History Channel strikes everything. I think they're rolled out of copyright because these are just uploaded by random channels. Cozy, Dead Pixel, Nextrada, Rudolph Van Vasquez. These are just random ass channels that are uploading this. But dude, this was the shit way back when. It was like,
God, look at the amount of news you've got. Jesus Christ.
it was like, well, a lot of this is just headline bang, headline bang.
Okay.
This was like a YouTube video before YouTube was a thing.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? It's like the professional Russian who's actually
Yes,
American.
literally, yes. Well, is there a clip? I can't.
Bryce says he was the janitor's dad in Scrubs. Do you know that?
Yes, he
Actually
was.
Rings a bell. Okay.
I don't think he
Okay.
ever got too much acting chops.
I haven't seen Scrubs in a very long time.
Besides Full Metal Jacket, I don't think he ever did too. He was always like side character, House's dad, the janitor's dad,
Well, he's going to be typecast as the fucking,
the hard ass.
tough old guy. Yeah. It was Steve Dave for $1. He says he was the leader army guy in Toy Story and the drill
Yes, he
sergeant
was.
in Full Metal Jacket. All right, okay. See, the thing, I've not seen Full Metal Jacket, but I have seen Toy Story. Thank you, Steve Dave.
Darren Root said, "How are there no mail call donations?" Well, first off, I didn't think of it till like right the fuck now because of you. And second off, I'm doing a massive donation audit. So if you have one that you like down below, hit it so it doesn't go away. I think I've gotten rid of 10 so far today. But I'll write that down right now. Mail call dono. Mail call dono. Bang. I just put it on my handy dandy computer.
Aaron Root
screen.
says he was on Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. He was?
Yeah, he did a lot of voice work.
No, I mean, yeah, fair enough. He's got a good voice for it. I mean, he
Indeed.
just exudes authority, doesn't he?
Not C. I remember the show Arlie Ermy was great. There was an episode where he almost broke his wrist firing a heavy handgun. I remember that. This was Saturday morning viewing though. That's what was on the History Channel Saturday morning.
JTR says he was in The Frighteners. It was a great movie.
All right, do you want to get into some of this exorbitant schnews we have here?
Yeah, I guess so. He was one of the ghosts that was hanging around with Doc Hollywood, was he? So he had the black guy, and I guess he was the other one. Okay, all right. See, now you're talking my language, JTR. Now I'm knowing what you mean.
I need about Treefiddy.
Kara Soldier, some of my shows showing up in Nickelodeon game shows: Lewis and Clark's Superman, Unsolved Mysteries. Whoops. Damn it. I had these so perfectly aligned. Unsolved Mysteries. NBC shows were actually good. X-Men. Oh, God, I feel like I'm going to puke. But better than Scribe during a stream last night. I didn't catch that one, but I'll take your word for it. Thank you. Guys, smash that like button, share it out. Shin kick the shit out of Zed the Snarky, or take him out in one go. We have plenty of donations. Some are going to be going away, so if there's one you see down below that you like, at least put it in the chat so I could save it for a later date. Let's get into some of the schnews. Make sure to support Drunkle down there as well.
Support me down there.
A bear trio gets evicted from building in California's Lake Tahoe, and we have video. This one sent in from Levine.
Where do you evict a bear? 3 bears?
Look at these assholes.
Don't be racist. I am a building.
Right. They get in there, and then he's like, "Who's been
Hello,
sleeping
babies.
in my bed?"
Who's been sleeping on top of my bed?
This was my porridge. I think you just want to smush their faces, though, don't you? Like,
That's how Eve looks.
but that'll be the last thing you ever do.
Yeah, you just want to run up and ruffle their head. Here's a good boy.
You do.
And then he swipes your face off.
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah, dead, kid.
But
This
it was
one
worth
stays.
it.
I will hit it every week if I have to. It's hilarious. I hope you're well. Yes, mail call donations would be awesome. Duly noted. And yeah, that one's going to stay. Thank you, Devil Fruit. You have to hit it like 10 more times for me to know you're serious. So. Mitch McConnell out as Senate leader. That's wonderful. Thank you.
After
Yay,
record run on the job. I guess the hair beat
He
him.
was
then.
158 years old. It's too long.
Just shit, really. From what I know, just shit.
He did a fair bit of water carrying for the Senate Democrats, especially in the last couple of years. Uh-oh, what's this?
But that's
breaking news.
career-
CDC advises people to treat COVID the same as the flu or other respiratory illness. Thank you. Thank you. That's fantastic.
Well, I mean, we were.
Yeah, that was already happening.
He's the perfect example of a career politician, and I can't stand career politicians, man. They don't care about doing the job; they care about having the job. That's bad for a country.
It's bad for literally everybody involved, except the lobbyists and the person making the money.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, let's not celebrate just yet. Let's see who replaces him first, shall we?
Yeah, that's true. Macron faces backlash after he suggested sending troops to Ukraine. So I'm going to give you a story in 3 parts.
Okay.
EU and NATO leaders were quick to distance themselves from French president's comments that everybody should be sending troops to Ukraine to fight Russia.
Right.
Everybody. So
that would result in a world war, but okay.
Well, that is exactly what Russia said. NATO rejected it because Russia. Oh wait, wrong link. They completely ruled it out.
Good.
Russia rebuked Macron. They wanted nothing to do with it. And Russia said, "Hey, if you did this would put us all at war." By the way.
Yeah.
So what the fuck? What did you think was going to be the outcome of this? We should send our troops to fight with Ukraine. Did you expect Russia to go, oh, darn. Oh, gee willikers. They're going to be like, no, I'm going to fucking fight all of you if this is what you want to do. What I'm doing right now is nothing compared to what's going to happen.
I think the solution here is we send Macron to fight Russia.
If we are looking for a legitimate solution to this, to get the fighting to stop, we don't send money.
Just let them do it, to be honest, mate. Like, this has nothing to do with the rest of the fucking world anyway. Like, the amount of people that go like, oh, but then, Russia's going to move on to the rest of Europe. No, they fucking aren't. You goddamn idiot. They're just reclaiming a territory that was fucking taken from Russia a while ago. They're just trying to get it back. They're not going to fucking invade Europe. What the fuck is wrong with you? The amount of fucking people on Twitter who all of a sudden are experts in World War history. All of a fucking sudden.
Whatever the current thing happening is, and it doesn't matter what it is, whatever the current thing is, Twitter is experts. Twitter is experts on whatever the thing is. Submarine fails, we're all submersible experts. War breaks out with NATO and Russia, everyone's a NATO expert. No, fuck off.
It was fucking 2015, I think it was. When I was on Facebook at the time, and someone just left a status which was amazing. It just summed everything up because there was a big fucking heavyweight boxing match. And also afterwards, it became election season. I think it was the general election coming up. So everyone's, fucking videos going, oh, look at me. Some fucking Poffy Pompington Smythe outside a fucking red bus. Save money.
Ooh.
And this person, Tanya, I think her name was, said, isn't it funny how people went from being boxing experts to political experts overnight? I was like, oh my God, that is fucking brilliant. That is exactly what happened.
It is. in my mind, it is absolutely incredible. Like, when all this stuff with Israel and Ukraine kicked off, I'm like, I have no fucking idea what's happening, so I'm just not going to say shit.
No, I mean, sending them money and everything is only prolonging this as well, you know?
Well,
there's none of that home by Christmas bullshit.
We as Americans have, well, I say we, the American government has made it perfectly clear that they're willing to put every single Ukrainian at risk as long as they get to keep making money from military-industrial lobbyists.
See, there's your answer. And that's probably why Macron is just like, we should be sending troops as well. Because, I mean, who's backing him? Well, that tweet I fucking saw that said every politician should have stickers on their suit that show who's fucking paying them. Like in NASCAR.
Looney Lenny, I've heard people on TikTok speculate that Russia and a few other countries are holding back the one world government. Maybe. It's at least worth a thought. I had to shut down an idiot about Russia recently. Ukraine doesn't have a snowball's chance, and Putin ain't backing down. Thanks to our money being there, he wants a bonus. Well, if it weren't for our tens and hundreds of billions of dollars flowing over there, they would have been bowled over. Sometimes you come into a AAA stream and don't say a word. And other times, like today, you hear
no, I said hello. But you guys,
I didn't hear.
Honestly, though, hey, listen. Honestly, I didn't want to say it too loud. It's not often I can come into any stream and be like, I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, no, I agree with everything you guys just said.
Sad facts of everything that's happening.
I think this is an extension of what could have happened in 2016 if Clinton would have won the election, because she said openly that she wanted to impose a no-fly zone over Syria, and she was told by one of the military's top advisors that that would mean world war and that they definitely shouldn't do it. Now, if she became president, she would have done that. Why? Because she's got the fucking military-industrial complex fucking paying her. They want war. That's good money for them. Now, this is the same thing that's happened, just without fucking direct war as well. Like, it's Biden instead. But the fucking military complex is still, industrial complex is still getting what they want by sending this ordinance over to Ukraine. They're still getting paid. It's the same thing, just with a different name.
They have to make up for the 4 years that they weren't able to start a new war, because if we're going to, and I will shit talk Trump all day long, he didn't start any new wars, and that gets
they didn't like that.
Unsurmountable accolades from me.
Now we're entering into the area of the common truth. Even Joy Reid agrees with this.
We have some Joy Reid.
I take it she went off the reservation again, so to speak.
Oh, indeed she did. Let's keep it moving. Sure. Oh, yeah, it's right here. A little creepy. Joy Reid links desire to have children to slavery and white supremacy conspiracies.
Hey, enough skinning. I think we got it. Have mercy, you fiends. Oh, no! Oh, no! Ah, the tail! The horrible
I'd like to think Joy Reid tuned into our show for the first time for no good reason and saw that right after
the United States has a population of...
Can I not pause this? Can I not ambigonate it? Okay, I guess not. Grab that. Shush.
What, me?
No, the video.
Oh, you don't want the video, right? Okay. I mean, you could control and use the mouse wheel. You could zoom in on the page.
Oh, can I?
Is that true on any browser?
Yes, I can. I didn't realize that would work here. Grab that. Okay. And Trump was impeached for pausing funding to Ukraine.
For his personal interest, but Biden did the same thing, and doesn't really change the fact that Trump did it, though, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's not the kind of thing you impeach someone over. Anyway, Alan, thank you for the $10. Simply says Polly. Alan.
Okay, I don't... Oh, hold on. I want to go off on a side tangent here real quick after I read this. Joy Reid out here look like Simple Jack.
Good reference.
God damn. Thank you, Cult. Zed the Snarky is at half HP. Just completely side tangent, and it just something that popped up on the other screen made me think of it. Drunkle, do you have McDonald's milkshakes over there?
Do you know? I don't know. I've not been to a McDonald's since I got my fucking face wrecked. And even then, I'm not really a milkshake kind of guy.
It is Shamrock Shake season over here. Man.
And they taste like mint.
Oh no.
Fucking love a Shamrock Shake.
A mint shake?
I have had more ice cream in my life in the past week than I think the whole last year combined.
Five Guys apparently
every single
do
day. Every single day, the kids are like, "Well, we want McDonald's." So every couple of days, I'm like, "Okay, we'll get some nuggets. We'll get you a cheeseburger." And she goes, "You want anything?" I'm like, "Do I ever want anything?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, it's Shamrock Shake season. Bring me back a Shamrock Shake."
All right,
dude, it's so fucking good. And it's ice cream, so it's obnoxiously sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But holy fuck, I'm gonna gain like 5 pounds before St. Patty's Day.
But it's so cold, you can't tell how sweet it is.
Oh, it's so goddamn
having a
good.
Fucking Big Mac and then a fucking ice cream milkshake afterwards. Like,
no,
Jesus Christ.
No
Under
food.
the free.
No food, just shake.
I mean, it is food, isn't it? Apparently, Five Guys do a fucking banging milkshake.
They do. The cookies and cream shake from Five Guys, you can't even suck it through the straw.
Then you have people that are a lot more competent run that shake machine around your place, because around my neck of the woods, it's liquidy. I want to be able to, crack a rib when I'm trying to get the fucking shake to the straw,
My cheeks are gonna implode with that shit. I haven't had one of those I am a sucker for Five Guys. You get the patty melt. It's a grilled cheese with burger patties in it, dude. Ooh.
It pissed me off too. They know they've got good burgers. Not their price is good, but they know they're better than the average fare. So
it is superior quality food, though, Polly.
It's ridiculous. And I get the same thing every time, and it never isn't good. I get the grilled cheese with the burger in it. Double up on the skibbity pap. Grilled onions, grilled jalapenos. That's a wrap.
And I have the fries, the chips actually saw a potato. It's impressive.
And they're good too. And they just
go,
you get a small and they go, here's like 4 extra scoops of fries. You'll be eating these for at least 2 days.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ. I don't like the peanut oil thing, though. I'm not a fan of that. And to be honest, you don't need fries. Me and my mum have gone there. We've had a burger each and we get a small fries to share between us. And we still don't fucking finish them. But they have fucking signs up in the places over here saying where the potatoes came from.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty cool. Like, that's actual food.
Ham and beans with the real question, Cajun or regular? If you're not getting the Cajun fries, you're fucking up.
Yeah. You need to reorient your life.
Mm-hmm.
You're missing out on spice.
I want my fingers to be stained that weird, greasy orange for like 4 days.
Yeah.
I want it to look like I ate Flamin' Hots.
Like, you want regular or spicy? And I'm like, extra spicy. And you lock eyes with them so they know you're serious. And
then get the blackened shit.
Like, put both hands down on the counter, like, lean forward, extra spicy. Look at me, John. Extra spicy.
I have to hide the fact that I get Popeyes from Shelly because she'll yell at me because I fucking love Popeyes. To get the spicy tenders with the blackened ranch. Superb.
That's actually my sauce of choice, the blackened ranch.
But I have like 5 hours before my house turns into a quarantine zone.
Oh, no.
Wait, mustard gas the place out with?
Dude, it's the hot farts. And she's like, you're not allowed to eat that because it comes screaming out of you within a couple hours. But it's so good.
So I just picture like you come home like, hey babe, you want any dinner? No, I'm good. And then 5 hours later, she's like, you went to fucking Popeyes again, didn't you?
It starts peeling the wallpaper down. It's bad news, but it's so fucking delicious.
Just tell her that at least it's not White Castle. She'll understand and leave you alone.
Fuck, dude. I don't think there are any more White Castles around here, but that was bad. Like, I don't think I've ever eaten
anybody.
White
You don't
Castle
care if you got an
sober.
iron stomach. Make a Billy goat throw up.
I don't think I've ever eaten it sober either.
I don't think you're intended to.
Yeah, it's one of
Why would
those.
you?
It's like Taco Bell. You're really not supposed to eat it sober. Like they
Think about
open
it.
up at fucking 7 a.m. as a courtesy for people to have breakfast. But I get 99% of their income has to come post 1:30.
Well, I do spot the fucking lineup outside McDonald's and Burger King and Taco Bell when the club's let out. So I don't know.
See, I couldn't imagine.
Maybe not him or anyone else.
I couldn't imagine getting a McChicken after the bar. Like that just sounds like stomach aches.
I can't imagine getting a McChicken. I'm going to fucking Burger King or something like that. I'm not getting a fucking chicken.
Why?
Polly, did you see the
Get
picture I
beef.
sent you earlier this week?
Oh, with the prices?
Yeah, because
I did.
I said I went to McDonald's and I got the steak, egg, and cheese bagel, and it was fucking $11.75 or something. And I'm like, dude, I don't learn.
No. I was like, this has got to be an old receipt. No, the date's right there. He did it again.
The steak, egg, and cheese. Anyway, guys.
Right.
Polly's thing is down below. Drunkle's thing is down below. My thing is down below, and the like button also down below. Do the liking and the sharing and the supporting. The whatnots. We have one McKinley package. The Knights of the Awoo package is in motion. I got to jump on it early because I had some time yesterday. We used to have $1 Walmarts and, no, I'm sorry, $1 McChicken and 24-hour Walmarts. Where did it all go wrong? Never forget what they took from us.
$1 Walmarts and 24-hour McChickens. Now that's an America I'm on board with.
Yes. When Miss Sin and I first started talking, this is 2016-ish.
Be quiet!
Damn it.
Shut up! Be quiet!
It was like 2016. I would go to her house and we'd hang out, do whatever, and I'd leave. It'd be very late. I'd leave and start driving back to where I lived at the time, and I would always stop at McDonald's, and I would get the same thing. 2 crunchy ranch snack wraps and a small fry. I'd get the same thing, and I'd go home. Sometimes I would stop at Walmart if it were necessary. All of that is gone. Look at what they took from us. We don't have the snack wrap. We don't have $1 McChickens. Dude, it would cost me less than $5. It was like $4.50 for 2 snack wraps and a McChicken.
Did you ever have Taco Tuesday in your neck of the woods?
I don't think so.
10 tacos for $10?
My brother told me about that, but I think that was a little before my single time.
That was just at the end of when I started undergrad. Because, that's what I ate for
this is a
first
while
year.
ago.
Yeah.
It's weird. I was talking to my brother about this last week, and he's like, I would go, what do they call it? The party box or whatever of tacos. And he's like, I got one a couple weeks ago and I ate like 4 of them and I felt like I was going to be sick. I used to be able to smash this thing by myself. Remember when gas was almost
They gave you a box? They just put them in the bag.
You get a little box, a little cardboard, little cardboard box.
Apparently I was being slighted and had no idea.
Now you just have to eat it directly from their hands like a terrified horse.
Yeah.
That's one
because
hell of a transition.
Because we don't want to have a single-use plastic out there impacting our, carbon footprint more than it already is. Fuck.
One hell of a transition talking about Popeyes and pulling Joy. Shut up, Fustonia. Thank you. I still love Drunkle Boy. Anyway, let's take a look at this video.
The United States has a population of north of 327 million people.
Try 350 million, but yeah.
Yeah,
people.
11 million repeater.
She is one of them.
Why
do we
she
need
she
more-
dressed up as Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes or something?
She does kind of
No,
look like Calvin.
My people's
Kids-
hair color is not your style of the week, Joy Reid.
I mean, your party, Senator Tuberville, is the one screaming that 10 million immigrants, which I don't even know that number even makes any sense.
That's 10 million is unbelievable. Says the party of
who's she
11
talking
million
to?
that has gotten 7 million in the past 2 years.
Who's she addressing
It
this to?
doesn't have screamed. Why do we need more kids? I mean, your party,
Oh shit, I forgot about this.
Senator Tuberville, is the one screaming that 10 million immigrants, which I don't even know that that number even makes any sense because it doesn't, have streamed into the country since Joe Biden has been president, and you're claiming that that's too many people, that if more people come into the southern border, this is some sort of crisis.
The White House admitted it was a crisis. What are you talking about?
You see how her right eye is just ever so pointed towards the center? It's the little signs that tell you a lot. Her eyes are slightly crossed. I never noticed that before. She looks like a lunatic, just like she skipped her medication this morning. I mean, you are actually a Harvard-educated person.
Well, she went to Harvard. There's a difference.
Being president isn't the same thing. Come on, you know the difference. There's infants coming in at a steady rate. If everyone decided to get frisky all of a sudden, is not the same thing as a bunch of adults fighting age males, largely streaming across the border and all making use of social services at the same time, not having paid into it. You know this just as well as I do, Joy. I mean, come on, you're a public policy person by trade, at least you claim.
It's supposedly.
Because
and she's using all of this to make an argument that she shouldn't have kids, or the senators shouldn't have kids. What's she talking about?
That Americans shouldn't have kids.
After she already had hers. Sounds like a Democrat to me.
We've got no more space and we can't afford more people. But now you're saying we need more kids? Can you explain who's the we and what's the purpose?
Yeah. Yes, both.
Yeah, I can explain all of that, but I'll get a strike.
Yeah, I mean, you have kids. You know why you have kids. It doesn't. Joy, you have kids. You know why. Come on.
You're also a senator from the state of Alabama. God help the people there. Are you saying the state of Alabama needs more kids? Why does the state of Alabama need more kids? More kids for what? There was a time when the state of Alabama absolutely needed more kids because, you know, Alabama was a slave state. And the mandate
I knew
of
it.
the planter class in
I
Alabama.
knew it. No way she could have brought up Alabama and not had mentioned slavery.
Naturally.
What, are you kidding me?
Was for black women to produce more kids because those kids were property and they could work more kids and make more money on their plantations. Are you saying the state of Alabama needs more kids because you think that those populations will include people who are maybe destitute and desperate enough if you kick out the immigrants like a lot of y'all want to do and you could make them do the work that the migrants are doing now?
Yes, we should have more American-born people doing the work that the migrants are doing. Yes, full stop, yes.
But the underlying premise of everything she's saying is we are aware that the border is porous as hell and that the laws aren't being enforced, and we like it this way because, among other reasons, we need it to have the low-paid, unprotected bottom rung of society to do the dirty work for us. That's one of her unstated premises. That's ugly. Because Joy, I'm going to say it because I know you don't have the balls to. It's a sad reality, but people that are in the lowest income bracket compete for the jobs that are at that income bracket. Illegal immigration hurts black people more than anybody. It does.
That is a citable fact too, because racisms or not, the fact is that the black community tends to be low-skilled workers.
Yeah, and I don't want to see anybody
underemployed.
You know what I mean? But like, if that's the job that you're good to go for, then there it is. But that's not a philosophy I'm attempting to get everyone to adhere to. That's the way that the cookie crumbles. And then you look at it afterwards and go, oh, that's what's happening. Why is unemployment so high where illegal immigration is the highest?
That's a good thunk right there. And this is a little bit of a spoiler, but I'll throw it out there anyway. The stream goal down below is called Yeet the Newcomers, and you're getting a little taste of it now, but we'll get into it in a minute.
Because that kind of
I don't want to be strong like men who look pretty. I want to be strong like bitch that fight bears in the forest.
Valine taking over that stream boss with a little bitty 8,000 HP. Holy shit, I just finished a civil war in military history today. Slavery was not even the initial articles of secession. No. No, it was states' rights. That's what kicked it off. But yeah.
I'll never repeat that again.
What?
I was thick-headed and said at a university campus to a quote-unquote friend of mine, yeah, I don't think there's anything particularly controversial about that. I mean, free navigation of the Mississippi, right to engage in your own trade and trade embargoes as you see fit, especially with cotton as it related to England and sales, and then decisions about individual destiny. And there's no way that any state would have ever signed on to Confederation had they thought that it was a permanent arrangement. He got mad as hell and accused me of arguing that slavery never existed.
Oh, okay, because that is the reasonable response to that.
I was like, no, it became part of it, man. I mean, the Emancipation Proclamation was the goal of war when it was joined, when Lincoln called up 120,000 men. It became that halfway through the war. I mean, yeah, I'm never going to say that again. That got ugly when I told professors that I was arguing against.
You told. I'm telling.
He did. Like, it felt like I got squealed on.
Douche.
He did the racism. I'm like, I did? Well, so.
What a douche.
Yeah, between me, you, and the several hundred people listening, it's true. You're right. States' rights.
Ish.
Ham and Beans, I am well aware you have opinions on Lincoln. Polly, you're hip to Wendigoon, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch his Ruby Ridge video?
Oh, Jesus. No, like recently?
He came out yesterday.
Oh, man.
It is.
Well, I'm pretty black-pilled right now. I will watch it. I will. But,
it's 23 hours ago. It's at almost 700,000 views. Dude, it is so fucking good. You have to give it a watch.
Is the state of Alabama
you know about
the
the Ruby
way?
Ridge situation, right? What happened there and all that?
What? I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said Drunkle. I was asking him if he knew about Ruby Ridge and everything that had happened there in general.
No, I have not got a clue what you've been talking about for the past 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to send you this video.
I was just paying some bills.
I'm sorry.
Ruby Ridge will turn you into a Second Amendment supporting, freedom loving, red blooded American.
I already support the Second Amendment.
It'll make you stalwart in that case, because good God, that was a ugly situation.
I just sent you the video. You are to watch that before Monday's show.
No, but
I have homework.
And is that the why?
Okay, I'm tired of Joy Reid. New York AG Letitia James files lawsuit against the world's largest beef producer for misleading the public about its impact on climate.
Oh,
hey, tastes nice though.
Yeah, it does.
I sincerely thought you were reading from The Onion. I thought
it
you were
does
just
sound like an Onion article, doesn't it?
No, I seriously thought it was. I'm like, you really are like leading as hard into pain as you can to get noticed. Do you think she's going to run for senator or governor?
She's got some aspirations somewhere.
Remember, she got her job because one guy killed another guy.
That's true. She did. They shot the mother. Yep, Dave G. That is exactly what happened. A little bit lighter news and sexier news. Soprano star Drea Di Matteo, 52, credits OnlyFans for paying off her mortgage in 5 minutes. I would support. I would go give it a look.
Don't think ugly thoughts, Sinatra. No one wants to see that from you.
I'm down with that.
Dude.
Your mortgage getting you down, Drunkle?
Oh, I wish I had a mortgage to get me down, Polly.
I know. I wish I had that problem.
We're all in agreement. Dre is smash, right?
Yeah.
That,
yeah.
I forgot she put that animal skin on. Look at that thing.
Oh, she did.
And I've never wanted to be a pantsuit so bad.
No sin, no supporting any OnlyFans. First off, I am all here for sex work. Pussy selling has been a thing since forever. Second off, I have an OnlyFans. Third off, it's Drea Di Matteo. What are you, out of your fucking mind?
What, you gay?
Yeah, what are you, homosexual, Taylor?
Are those like Christmas pictures? Is like a big present she's sitting on?
Feels like it.
Yeah, it does. I want to open up the present, see what's going on in there.
It's like Christmas came a couple months late.
What's in your box?
But she has my first introduction into Drea wasn't even Sopranos. It was Motorcycle Vroom Vroom Club.
Wow.
The Hells Angels?
No. What kind of?
Hairy Bikers.
Yes. Sons of Anarchy.
Ah.
I beat you to it, Dave G. That was my first foray into like, that's fucking, that's
the one with
right there.
You didn't watch like Sopranos was dead and finished and over with as a series before you started watching it?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know
that. Sinatra's an OnlyFans. Yeah, it's we do sexy science theater over there. There's a couple photo shoots up there of someone I did a shoot for a while ago. But yeah, it's good stuff over there. It's free. Sexy Science Theater is hilarious. Go give it a follow. It's in my link.
The tale, the horrible tale. I monetize their ideas too.
What?
The Mystery Science Theater. 3000, the guys who did Mystery Science Theater, those are the guys who do riff tracks, the same three guys. Those guys you hear saying the tale, the horrible tale.
Oh,
the guys you hear saying monks, Trappist monks. Those are the.
Oh, that's all that?
Yeah, those are all riff tracks guys talking.
Oh shit. I didn't even
mostly Kevin Murphy.
I didn't even catch it.
That didn't one of them sound like a robot to you? Not because it was robotic, but because he talks from a robot. You get the idea.
No,
yeah,
I haven't heard him enough. We'll have to hear it more. But yeah, that good for her.
Mm.
And also,
look at her with the cigar too. It's like, hell yeah, you know what I did.
Talk
about my dignity all you want. I'm free.
She's probably not even showing titty on there.
No, she's not. It's just going to be like her, like eating a sausage link or something. But
I'll bet she went topless for a couple of pictures and it was really tasteful. Why do otherwise?
I'd want to see a review first. They're titties.
Mm-hmm. I have to take a look.
Have you heard about her political entrance as of late?
No,
that's not the entrance I'm really thinking about, to be honest.
Same.
Right, well,
what'd she do?
Well, she knows a whole bunch of people, and she's married to a guy in a band that's a semi-successful band in terms of like touring and not stadiums, but they do pretty well. And she did all of these things all at the same time. Came out and started talking about her political views that she swore she never had before the last couple of years. She had never voted before the last couple of years. Like 2020 was the first time she ever voted in her life.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black! What?
It's Festonia.
Okay, so it's clear who he loves more. I see how it is, Festonia. Because he was in the chat going, I don't know, what do I do? I'm looking at these hosts, and I can't tell the difference. I don't know who to support. So we see who we fell on. That's fine. Right,
well, you fucking deal with it, mate. Might sound like overcompensating, but for the record, Drunksly, I am totally for
How do you
Rhea.
write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
He continues, better yet, Drea from 25 years ago. Love ya, total Drea. See, now that is a man of taste right there.
Indeed.
Not just because of the message, but because of who he sent it to. Thank you, Festonia, you legend.
So this is, I'll grab that Polly before we move on.
Gamer Valine, thank you for the 350. Oh, I sent you something on Fort McHenry and Francis Scott Key's grandson yesterday. Really? I haven't
Sounds
looked
incredibly
at
interesting.
Okay, I'm a history nerd, and I've never denied that. So what the hell?
Well, I can't even talk shit. I started a 4.5 hour podcast about something about World War II a couple of days ago, so I can't even talk shit. So Drea 52.
Is that the shtick? It's something about World War II, but you're not certain what. You just kind of talk
I
about
don't
it or what?
remember. Dan Carlin, hardcore history. It was something hardcore history.
Oh, you mean you started listening to it? I thought you meant you started doing a podcast.
I started listening. It's called Superhumanly Inhuman. It's about the Holocaust, and I cannot wait to dig into it. I love Dan Carlin, first off. His hardcore history is unbelievable. He did like a 5-part series on the Celtic Holocaust. It was amazing. Then Supernova in the East and the fucking the Western Front. Dude, if anybody's not hip to Dan Carlin, you need to get on it.
No, I'm not. I don't know who that is, but he's solid with the podcasting and the histories.
Oh, dude, it's called Hardcore History.
I've heard of.
It's I think it was a 15 or 16 hour podcast on the start of World War I.
That sounds about right.
And then
Your Lucky Stars wasn't, really detailed.
And then a 20-hour podcast on the Western Front and a 15-hour podcast on the Russian front of World War II.
Well,
if this
the Western Front's complicated, Eastern Front's easy.
No, it's not the
Hitler's
Eastern
a
Front. It was
backstabbing
just
cocksucker
Russia.
and fuck Stalin. That's pretty much all of it. And then a whole bunch of Russians died.
It was just Russia and their involvement in the war. And I listened to it twice. I think it was so fucking good. If anybody's not hip, you need to get on Hardcore History. It is so fucking good.
I can't even talk that long. That's funny. Oh, Nazi, thank you for the $1. How appropriate. He says, Polly, Nazi, not the kind on the Eastern Front. Did not pause. See. There you go.
Not C. Drea 52 Smash. What do you think about this lady who wants to be mayor? 48-year-old stripper is running for Portland mayor. She kind of looks like Cruella DeVille.
Yeah, right.
She performs under the name Viva Las Vegas.
So she shouldn't start an OnlyFans, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I would not if I were her.
Okay.
But she'll probably win mayor. Osithis claims that her 27 years of stripping has prepared her for politics by giving her experience in listening and connecting with people.
You're used to fucking people for money.
That seems a little more likely, yeah. But magically, another meat plant got set on fire, or caught on fire. I'm sorry.
That's on fire. They already had the front part put out. They're working on the back part now. The back part's accelerated.
From the time
I didn't know that there was such
what's happening
stellar commentary to this.
I love the commentary. That's on fire.
Listen to that again. Hold on. This is a meat processing plant in I believe Rhode Island.
And look at that. That's on fire.
I didn't realize that there was just such S-tier commentary to this thing.
They already had the front part put out. They're working on the back part now. The back part's accelerated.
From the time they came, it's...
Rock on. Just see the other side of 9th and 38.
This is fucking Hunter Biden. What's happening? Oh, wait, Illinois. I'm sorry. It was Rock Island, Illinois, not Rhode Island. Anyway.
Rhode Island, Illinois.
Don't cheer for the spate of media layoffs. Newspapers are essential to our republic.
And BuzzFeed is the example you come up with for that.
Yeah. It is incredible.
We're talking about the Civil War. So my favorite general was Sherman. Man, he hated reporters. He just thought of them and treated them like spies and stopped short of having them hung. But he had them rounded up, beaten, kicked out of his camps because they would take rumors, some of which were true, their actual battle plans, and print them as facts. Rumors.
Trumors.
Did I say trumors?
No, I said trumors.
Okay.
He said some of the rumors were true. Trimmers.
Oh, yeah. Like, we are moving out at 6 a.m. to whatever, march on Richmond. And it's like, okay, you guys are not operating as reporters as much as you are just spies. Yeah, he couldn't stand them. As long as the state isn't running newspapers and running them as a monopoly, where it's a crime, we'll be fine. You guys, as an institution, all of you are the darkness in which democracy dies, not the other way around.
I saw a post the other day. Lisa's comment made me think of it. It was, you know, the little sad dog and then the big buff jack dog.
Yeah.
It was a little sad dog. It said, no, I'm sorry. It's a big buff jack dog. I'm going to follow this mafioso around and get the story, even if he kills me. Then there was a little sad dog going, somebody called me a man on the internet.
Right.
That's where our reporting is. Guys, we are about 33% to goal. Valine is low HP. Make sure the stream is liked and it is shared out. Let's continue. There's communists marching in Brooklyn. Could you imagine if this was a White Nationalist of America Revolutionary Committee sign?
As opposed to mainstream communists of America? I mean, those signs aren't cheap to print, number one.
No,
like
you have to find a really good Kinko's.
Yeah, on that kind of fabric that they're printed on, for some reason, ends up being fantastically expensive. And look, you've all got matching flags with matching staffs, and somebody sat down and realized impact font was the best that the focus group saw. Bunch of fucking capitalists.
Where's a guy in an SUV when you really need one, eh?
Oof. Yikes.
A certain stone-licking ideology likes communism. It centralizes power without all the fuss and muss of having to explain it.
Communist revolution! Communist revolution! Communist revolution! There is only one solution! There is only one solution!
Why are they so shit at chanting, get a fucking job, you losers?
Oh, Fedora! I saw Fedora.
Did you? I didn't see a Fedora. Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yes.
Yep, I found it.
What were you looking for?
The Fedora.
The Fedora.
Bottom left.
Yeah, I see him.
I don't know if it's a good idea for people to be parading through the streets chanting about a solution. I think that's a bad idea.
Yeah, not great. Oh shit, we gotta steam through some of these. God damn. Scientist claims the smoking gun evidence at C-19 was created in a lab. I'm shocked.
Yeah, this is brand new information to everyone.
We have
scientists have gotten a hold of the smoking gun evidence. Is that what you said?
Supposedly, but
okay.
It's been literally all but confirmed.
Yeah.
Like this is shocking.
There was a time when you weren't allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Not if you wanted to
stay on it.
No.
That we're probably not going to stay on this either. CDC, a quote from the CDC, YouTube. This is a quote from the Center for Disease Control. The flu shots are 42% effective this year.
42.
42.
Take 2 of them. Bang, you're up to 84.
And if you take 2, 84% of the time, you're safe 100% of the time. We understand statistics here at the AAA.
If you take 3, you're going to make flu sick.
Yeah, the flu will owe you.
Mm-hmm. You're good.
And you don't even owe me anything for these lessons in quantitative analysis.
We can't keep that up.
Don't actually pay attention to any of it.
Dr. Phil went on The View, and it didn't turn out well. I'm going to play this video. Hold on.
And the same agencies that knew that are the agencies that shut down the schools for 2 years. Who does that? Who takes away the support system for these children? Who takes them away and shuts it down?
Alcohol,
and by the way,
liquor,
when they shut
booze.
it down, they stopped the mandated.
Sorry, you can replay that. Pause.
Who is he looking at? Like he looks like the poor guy behind
That's
the
a
counter.
great. That's some strong pause game. Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He looks like the guy behind the fast food counter when Polly goes extra spicy.
Nazi, thank you for the $2. Not a single one of those Brooklyn commie LARPers are in, quote, the party. If they had their little revolution, they'd be hauled off to the grave one way or the other. It's not the first time people have been walking around with red flags. I actually look forward with optimism that it's happening because there are still enemies to fight, and it'll light a fire under everyone else's ass. The tiny little optimistic voice inside says.
Apparently we can't play this anymore.
God damn it, Dr. Phil.
And the same agencies that knew that are the agencies that shut.
He's talking about COVID and the vaccines and the lockdowns.
Down the schools for 2 years. Who does that? Who takes away the support system for these children? Who takes them away and shuts it down? And by the way, when they shut it down, they stopped the mandated reporters from being able to see children that were being abused and sexually molested, and in fact sent them home and abandoned them to their abusers with no way to watch, and referrals dropped 50 to 60%. So
there was also a pandemic going on, and they were trying to save
kids' lives. Remember, we know a lot of folks who died during this, so it wasn't, people weren't laying around eating bond, but, well, you know what, we're lucky. Maybe we're lucky they didn't, because we kept them out of the places that they could be sick, because no one wanted to believe we had an issue.
Are you saying no school children died of COVID?
I'm saying it was the safest group. They were the less vulnerable group, and they suffered and will suffer more from the mismanagement of COVID than they will from the exposure to COVID. And that's not an opinion, that's a fact.
Holy shit, Dr. Phil was right about something.
Yeah, base Dr. Phil. Broke his sock and all that.
You see Anna Navarro with the coward's tactic? Are you trying to say no children died of? Yes, that's what I'm saying. You damn well knew that's not what he meant. You fucking coward.
Well, where's the other? My stuff's a little jumbled. I have another wonderful Whoopi article in here somewhere.
A Whoopi article?
Here we go. Oh, hello?
Hi.
She done lost her damn mind.
Well, the Supreme Court won't hear oral arguments.
I'm going to let this play for just a second. Grab a beer, but enjoy. Make sure the like button is hit and all that stuff.
Until the end of April. Now, let's look at a scenario where the Supreme Court says, yes, he has all those rights. He is immune from everything. Yeah. You know what Joe Biden could do since he is presently president?
What?
Whoa. He could throw every Republican in jail.
Yeah.
I mean, he could. I mean, no. This is not a good thing. He can go. What this means is he could do anything.
Yeah.
He could dismiss everybody's debt.
Yeah.
You know, there's a whole bunch of great stuff that could happen, but let's really look at what this means.
Yeah.
So they're basically kicking the can down the road, though. They're not taking up this case immediately.
Right.
So what's their motivation then? If we all know that they can't do what you just said because of the extreme power that a president would have, what is their motivation for not doing it right away?
Well, unfortunately, some people are saying the motivation is that there are certain conservative justices that have been appointed by Trump that want to help him. And because we know the end result is if this case is not resolved by the time of the election and he, God forbid, becomes the president of the United States, the Justice Department policy is that you cannot indict nor put on trial a sitting president, right? And
it's not just a sitting president, Sonny. You know it's somebody currently running as well. And you know that. But you chose not to mention it. Like you also chose to argue and have the mentality of a fucking 12-year-old. These women are like actively pretending to be stupider than I know that they are. They'd have difficulty tying their shoes. They'd forget where they worked if they were actually this dumb. They'd show up at a Dunkin' Donuts thinking that there was a staff meeting for them. Like they're not this dumb. So, oh, well, the president could do this. No, Congress would have to do that. And if somebody ran off right off the rails in Congress, like 5 people that were in charge of the that were the voting members of the Ways and Means Committee and authorized, trillions of dollars to pay off everyone's debt, it wouldn't happen. Like, it would just, the outlandishness of it would be enough to put a stop to it, simply because there isn't enough money to pay for that. I love the idea that the only thing that's stopping a president from being a cartoon level tyrant is the Supreme Court. If true, then why are you worried about Trump? He's got a check on him then.
That's it.
And so it's his get out of jail.
Throw him in jail.
That's listen to this.
Right. And so it's.
How do you write women so well?
I think of a man, and I take away reason and accountability.
Oh, they're not accountable, these 4.
His get out of jail.
Throw him in jail.
But it's his get out of jail free card.
No, I'm saying Biden could throw.
Yeah,
See,
Biden
this is a slippery slope because if they give him this immunity,
what's good for the
What I also will say is they're listening to these arguments in April. The end of their term is in June, right? They return again, I believe, in October. The Bush v. Gore case happened real quick. Do you remember that? The Supreme Court knows how to work real fast.
That was the day democracy died.
I just throw him in jail.
That was the day democracy died. You know why? Because they didn't pick the candidate that they wanted. So the narrative became his father stuffed the Supreme Court with people that were going to vote for him and support him. I had a friend of mine tell me one time, I can understand why Democrats want to get rid of the Electoral College and why some even want to get rid of the Senate. Because, it costs them the presidency twice. If they think so, then they really need to grow the fuck up, is what I said to them.
Indeed.
Like, sometimes things don't work out the way you want. And that's life. Every president votes for somebody, nominates people that are going to execute their policies. That's kind of what they're voted into office to do. Not make up policies, but enforce policies by putting people that are like-minded and as heads of the various departments. I love how it's nefarious and evil when a Republican does it. Just good governance when a Democrat does it, though. If I listened to these 4 cackling hens and believed them, I'd be worried. Because they talk like the United States is a fragile as sugar glass and is going to break at any second. Because a strange orange man is putting too much pressure on it.
Well, that's what they think. They think that Trump will literally kill everybody if given the chance. That's why we need to put him in jail immediately.
Yeah. He could throw him in jail. No, well, okay, he could. And if he were to do so, it'd be ugly. That's why you need a massive web of justification if you're just going to throw someone in jail. Lincoln didn't have it. And
he did it.
That's why it was a really ugly thing that still haunts his reputation to the day for grabbing a bunch of reporters and throwing them in jail with no charges. The January 6th, like I said, the insurrectionists, look at the giant web of justification that's required to keep them there as long as they've been there. You can't just throw somebody in jail, whoopee.
But look at this clearly starving and needy migrant coming up from Guatemala.
Those are immigrants?
Yeah, this is a train from Guatemala coming up. Clearly, no food, hasn't eaten well, definitely walked all the way.
If that's the train from Guatemala, then she's the fat controller.
But look, it's a bunch of fucking fatties there.
There really are people shaped like footballs. It's crazy.
Look, even in the back, that dude's got a pooch. That bitch back there is just as fat. There's a bunch of fat bitches walking from Guatemala.
At least they're walking.
For at least a few feet. Sinatra, they just arrested a Blaze reporter due to his January 6th reporting. What? All right, send me an article on that. We'll take a look. Biden got a physical, but a cognitive test was not part of it. And Snopes weighed in and said, Was Biden the first president to refuse a cognitive test? Yes, since Reagan. False. They rated it false because Reagan also didn't do it. And what happened with Reagan? He had Alzheimer's.
And there was a conspiracy of silence around his condition that came about very much towards the end of his second term. So,
listen.
How's that like the guy who's planning on running again while everyone's lying that he doesn't, in fact, forget how to tie his shoes? You know?
Listen to him talking during his interview with Seth Meyers.
The American people are incredible, and we're the best. You know, I was asked by Xi Jinping about when I was in the Tibetan mountains with him, and he said, "Can you define America?"
They
was
finally
well-timed.
got it right. That was perfect.
That was very well timed. And I would love to tell you. Oh, there we go. Doc, the transplant that killed the nursing student in Georgia also looked rather calorically gifted. Oof. Oh, the transplant. We'll get to that. Don't worry. Thank you, Doc. That probably wrong button. Knocked Valine down to very low HP, and we're almost at 40% to goal. Very good work, guys. Very good work. Thank you.
America for him. I said, "Yeah, one word."
That was grab
True
one of
and
these real
extra
quick.
pressure.
Gamer Valine, thank you for the 350. So it's not trying to roam today. Everything ties back to Lincoln, like arresting and perceived political opposition. Did what I just say made sense?
It's not tying to Rome today. It's tying to Lincoln. I think because it's starting.
Oh,
with
everything's
tying.
okay. I get it. Right. Okay. Drunkle's like doing the Biden handling for me today. So I actually
Yes.
I speak fluent retard. You know?
He's a tard wrangler. Not see. Thank you for the buck. Whoopee. Oh my God, Trump is killing democracy. Also whoopee. Why can't Biden just arrest political opponents? Because that would make him evil in the way that you're saying Trump is evil for threatening to do the very thing that they're currently doing to him. The irony. And finally, Nazi, thanks for the $2. Not a single one of those. Oh, wait a minute. I already read that one. Yeah, they are commie LARPers. But hey, as long as it gets people hating communism again, it's a good thing.
FBI arresting reporter sparks MAGA outrage. Supporters of Donald Trump's Make America Great Again movement. Oh my God, they have to. Jesus Christ. Voiced their outrage on social media Friday after an investigative reporter, Steve Baker, was arrested by the FBI. He was a reporter, Blaze, taken in FBI custody for his reporting of the Capitol riot. But under what charge?
Yeah, I'm curious, like in what sense for his reporting?
Yeah, like what is the charge?
Like in the Obama sense, where I'm going to throw you in jail for reporting some information you shouldn't have had access to, or what?
J-Kate, if you know, put it in the, because I'm curious what the charge is.
It's got to be something pretty explainable, because otherwise I find it really suspicious that they just didn't say.
Mr. Biden.
Apparently I can't pause anymore. That's cool.
JK says disorderly conduct and picketing on government property.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You will read the thing I wrote. Read it. Read it.
Disorderly
shoving
conduct
balled-up
is such a
copies of it in
fucking
people's faces.
nebulous thing. It's stupid. Thank you, Jake.
Try and go somewhere in the district where you're not on government property, or within 50 yards of it.
Yeah. Somebody finally got to yell at Hunter Biden, and watch his face.
Can you do a public hearing? Mr. Biden, was the cocaine at the White House yours?
Okay. Good job, Britain. Well done.
That was Doc for 10. Being generous and assuming she's being genuine whoopee cushion. Doesn't even see anyone on the other side of the aisle as political opponents. Just cross-eyed, inbred, mouth-breathing troglodytes need to be put down for the sake of the country. And that's probably putting it lightly. she might see him as racist, which is somehow worse.
They all joined in on the how do we reprogram them conversation. Remember?
Oh, well, that's a whole thing, man. Biden calls climate change deniers Neanderthals during his speech in Texas for some reason. That's wonderful. Thanks, Biden. You're very smart there.
Neanderthals. Wrong side of history.
Yeah.
Best in stocks, gamers.
What? That just
It's
disappeared.
Don't be racist.
This Whoopi
I
pisses
am
me
a
off.
Building. Don't.
I heard the first note of your dono, then it just disappeared. You want to replay it?
Yeah, okay. If you didn't hear it, that means chat didn't hear it. So.
Hey yo, invest in stocks, gamers.
Alright, now just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs. It's Polydub.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm that savage.
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Baby, it's a habit.
Festonia, thank you for the $25. Not gay. Got the exact
Definitely
number,
gay because I'm feeling
5.999%.
less and less love, Festonia. I see how it is.
Oh man, it's one of them
Increasingly
days.
gay.
Hiya, Polly. It was not lost on me the total lack of enthusiasm the View audience had in clapping to Whoopi's quote, he could arrest Republicans.
Do you think
Love
they have
ya.
a
Totally,
please clap
Drea.
sign?
Yeah, of course they do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got an applause sign and their producer. It was weird. I was watching their reaction to the 2016 thing and they were talking about, oh yeah, their producer really does egg them on. Like, come on, clap more or stop clapping or whatever. Fuck.
I was gonna make a joke, like, do they have a please clap sign, like some intern sitting down there holding it and like Luca Brasi standing next to him going, ugh. But that reminded me of a video I saw. I'm gonna send to you, Polly. I watched this earlier today. It's from a channel called The Vile Eye, and they do a series called Analyzing Evil. And they put out like an hour and 10-minute video today about Vito Corleone. Dude, it's so fucking good. You have to watch it. So
I can see that being good. I just hope it doesn't go in the direction of, like Star Wars, The Empire did nothing wrong. I was like, no, it did. It did.
No, it's a very, very good video. So you
Yeah?
both have homework for
Okay,
Monday.
cool.
Drunkle has to watch the Wendigoon Ruby Ridge video. You have to watch the Analyzing Evil Vito Corleone video.
Well, as luck would have it, I just finished the audiobook I was listening to, so big win. I got
He
the time.
did an hour and a half one on Tony Soprano. That was really good too.
Analyzing evil what? Like, it's not just justifying their actions, I take it.
No, it's a psychological breakdown of them as a person.
Yeah. I'd like to
Like,
hear a
what
breakdown
they're
of Vito
justifi-
Corleone and try and argue he's not paranoid. Because he certainly comes across
Hey,
like it.
boys,
Oh, that's part of it.
look what I got here.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Well, that just got Drunkle with sombrero.
Hey, boy.
Look at that. Yes. Plague Dr. Zach for 25, no homo. Zach loves me the most.
I see how it is, Zach. I see how it is.
I see you. I see you face. And Devil Fruit, read first. Okay, I'm not going to read that, but thank you, Devil Fruit. That's a little spicy right there. Shit, man, we're almost halfway to goal. What do you guys think? If we can fill up the bar, we can get a song?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have 2 more evolutions and all that fun stuff. Make sure to support Drunkle and Polly down below as well. And Zach's like, yeah, I never liked either of you mugs.
Yeah, I so does. I see how it is.
That's fucking hilarious.
Like I said, I just finished out the book that I was listening
what were
to.
you reading? I meant to ask you.
I, the Jury by Mickey Spillane. It's a detective novel. I got to take a break from the period. I mean, yeah, it's a fascinating period. and I
You're a
love
noir guy.
Yeah, but I called a couple of guys and said, "Oh, Mutt and Jeff over here," And they looked at me like I was insane. And I'm like, my God, I'm starting to like live up to the joke Sinatra and Drunk will tell, where it's like, you know, I actually remember things that happened in the fucking 40s. Yeah. I started explaining to them who Mutt and Jeff were. It's like saying Dumb and Dumber. You know what I mean? Like, oh, the peanut gallery over here. But
I got a book recommendation from a few people in chat called the Sword of Truth series. And I think it was Cult sent me the first book. And I've been eyeing it up, but I looked for the audio.
I don't want to be strong like man who look pretty. I want to be strong like bitch that fight bears in the forest.
The narrator for the book is a little to be desired. But I'm looking at the actual physical book on my shelf over there. I think I'm gonna have to dig into that at some point. But I also got recommended a series.
The job the voice actor did, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
it happens,
fantastic.
unfortunately.
I got recommended a series called The Symphony of Ages. That sounds pretty good.
What was the last nonfiction book you read?
The Greatest Beer Run Ever, which was also sent in by Cultic Krill.
What's that about?
It's about people who got drafted and they just fucking getting beer. Like it's incredible. And then
they went and got beer.
Not The Ship of Fools, the one that came out after it. Like, I do this for a living, so nonfiction doesn't really get my goat too much.
No, I hear you. I was thinking we should like turn tables where, you know, if we're gonna, oh, you got homework. It's like, yeah, I should have to read more fiction. You should have to read some nonfiction, because that's just not what we regularly do.
So I'm looking at my bookshelf I have in the studio over here. It is 75% mixology books. Like the Cocktail Codex.
I'd have some fun going through there. There must be some quality material.
Oh, I have some fucking old books. I have like 3 Jerry Thomas books. I have the SAS Survival Guide.
I got that too. Someone gave it to me as stop fucking around with that poor man's James Bond and read this, and you'll find out how off base it is. I'm like, oh, I didn't think it was a joke gift that someone gave me.
A good bit of photography books are in there. Jerry Thomas's Bartender Guide from the late 1800s.
Yeah, I think I've only
got a book from Colin
mixology
Quinn
books.
I want to dig into. There's a good mix of stuff over there.
Yeah. Nazi, thank you for the buck. 2 things that I got today that make the week worth it. Naked Gun DVD set and Hell Drivers 2.
I have heard nothing but hype for Drivers 2.
Divers.
I've heard nothing but hype for Helldivers 2 in the past like week. I'm gonna have to like check it out at some point.
Hell Drivers sounds like a Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh, for
sounds
Stone,
like the next installment of Hot Pursuit.
David McCullough's he's a great historian. He's really, really good at the quote new history. You know what I mean? But he doesn't take himself all super seriously and refer to himself as a historian, even though he's like top drawer at it. Yeah, no, I've read 1776 and I have the illustrated edition. If you're a history nerd, you should buy yourself a present and get it. It's got all these little documents and parchments and vellum papers and stuff like that, like a copy of the Declaration of Independence and so on, copies of the various correspondences between Washington and Cadwalader while they're at the front and stuff. It's a big, thick, cool book with a sleeve, and yeah, it's worth the $90 or whatever it was.
I'm looking at the shelf right now. I have the only book I've ever given up on reading up there. It's called House of Leaves.
Oh shit! I know that book.
Dude, it is fucking insane.
The Dart.
And there's like, I think 12 different ways to read it, and each time you get a different outcome from it.
Yeah, isn't that the thing? It'll never end up being the same story twice.
Yeah, the premise is, to anybody in the chat who doesn't know, and if you don't know, holy fuck. The premise is this guy finds notes of this other guy's slow descent into fucking madness. And he just prints the notes. And there's some pages where everything is upside down. There's some pages where it's backwards. There's pages where it's just a dot and a word. And there's different
the whole page
ways
is a
to
dot
read
and
it.
a word.
Yeah. There's different ways to read it.
What publication house puts that out?
I can go over there and grab it real quick. But
I'm just wondering who has the time to do that kind of typesetting.
Dude, it is
They had
insane.
a page count they had to hit.
It is insane for a book.
And Naked Gun DVD set. Absolutely.
That's on your shelf?
No, Nazi got it.
Oh, nice.
It's like Naked Gun from the Files of the Police Squad. And I was trying to remember this the other day. And then Naked Gun 33 and a third. The hell's the second one called? What's the subtitle? I can't remember.
Me neither.
Naked Gun, the Ingunning.
I don't remember.
The Smell of Fear.
Did you look it up?
The Smell of Fear? Is that really?
Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear.
Nicely done. I have no recollection of that being its name at all.
I mean,
Polly,
if you ever sat at a computer that,
if you
it's
ever
quite
get the
easy.
chance, there's 3 mixology books I'll recommend you. Jerry Thomas's Bartender Guide, which obviously. Imbibe and Liquid Intelligence. Those are like the top 3 books I'll ever recommend. Because it covers everything. Literally everything. Valine for the 2327. 100% homo, fight me. Well, I'm here for it. Thank you, Valine. And Call to Curl, it wasn't me that sent you that book. It was Mama Kimmins. The greatest beer run was about a dude in New York who brought beer to his buddies in Vietnam. Yeah.
Nice.
But
and finally, Doc, thank you for the $5. Cat is liquid, cat is music. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you. A good example, Ernest Hemingway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe Hemingway could have constructed a fucking fictional world where he was, I don't know, Postmaster General of the world, and he would have really believed it. I mean, he convinced himself he was a soldier of fortune and went and lived it. I don't know.
I like going to
not a fan.
I like going to Goodwill and shit like that, just looking to see what they got. I picked up the original Exorcist book there for $1. I think it was.
No shit.
A book called A Million Ways That You Can Kill You, and it's that's fun. A Million Ways Your Body Can Kill You, and it's a mortician's book with the most absurd ways to die. And The Sicilian by Puzo.
Oh yeah,
it was like $4 for all 3 books. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Read
There's
it, I
2 books
grabbed
I've had my eye on for a very, very long time. The Starship Troopers original novel. I'd like to give that a read. And the Warriors, the book that the film was based off.
That was Thank you for the $13, Chode Slicer. That's a fun name.
But Polly, thank you for asking. The last non-fiction book I've read was about the Cray twins.
Who?
The Cray twins.
The Crays.
They're murders in Britain, right?
The
They're the
Starship
most
Truthers.
famous gangsters in English history.
Was that the
What year?
What's his
Ish.
face did a movie
Tom
about him, didn't
Hardy,
he? Tom
legend.
Hardy.
Yeah. Thing is, I've read so many books about the Crays. That film just pissed me right off. The wild, glaring inaccuracies. It was awful.
You're saying a movie wasn't.
Well, there
completely
was a movie with Ross Kemp, which was done long before that, and his twin brother. Was it Ross Kemp? Was it Sid Owen? I can't remember. One of them is Ricky from EastEnders. I thought they were both in EastEnders. And that was just called The Craze, and that was actually incredibly accurate. That was a great film.
Okay.
Right, here's your homework. Watch a fucking video about The Craze. That's your homework, Sin, for Monday.
Send me a video. I'll watch it. I
Alright,
also
you
got not Paradise Lost, Paradiso. from Dante from Goodwill.
Oh, power, second of the Divine Comedy.
Yeah, I got Paradiso.
People are breaking it off now, or did they just tear it down the spine?
No, it's the book. It's the book.
I know.
They don't.
Sometimes
all
it comes
come
as just one
together.
book, man. No, seriously. Sometimes it comes as just one book.
Oh, do they?
Or sometimes it's fancy and there's 3 separate books in a sleeve.
Dude, the fucking Goodwill is the shit. Okay, what was the last book somebody's bought you guys?
Bought me.
Yeah.
That would be the rum cocktail book that you sent me for my birthday year before last.
Oh, wow. What about you, Polly?
Last book that somebody bought me. Oh, Admiral Stansfield Turner's book, Burn Before Reading.
This man
is a
isn't
gag gift.
black. What?
Alan for 10. It's Alan again. He says, I loved the Warriors. Get it. Well, do you know what, mate? That $10, I'm looking it up now. Right, it's got
I didn't even
Alan's
know that was a book.
recommendation. Stole. No, I didn't. And I saw the movie. The game came out. Look, remaster that game, please. It was fucking fantastic. And then I found out it was a book. I managed to read like a little bit of it, but I was very, very broke at the time and have been since.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black. What?
And it's Colt Krill for 10 says, after you read the Starship Troopers, you need to read the Starship Truthers. Is that a thing?
Fastoni said, are there any upgrades left? Yes, 2. The last book I got was from Miss Sin, and it was called Potty Humor. It's just all fart jokes.
Nice.
I defy you to read that book, Drunkle, and not hear Michael Ironside talking anytime a teacher is speaking.
Well, there you go.
tried.
I've just
It
found
didn't
for
work.
$8.95, which is at 95 cents, a little more than Alan just donated me. There is the Warriors. So, Alan, rest assured that $10 is actually going towards the Warriors. And Colt Krill, I'm looking up Starship Troopers now. So hopefully what's the last book that someone bought me? The Warriors from Alan.
Well, there
Thank
you
you very
go.
much, Alan and Colt Krill.
And then I have the Blade itself, Age of Madness, the Trouble with Peace, and the Wisdom of Crowds. Those are the only.
Oh yeah, I got the
3
Wisdom of Crowds the other day. That was I've had to cancel my Audible membership now due to monetary constraints. But I had the last credit. I got the final first law book with it.
Dude, I am so happy you're really digging into these.
You know, I got a fucking email from Audible the other day. Like, you know how it is, Drunker, right? Like when you're in this economy, you don't spend the credit on just any old thing. You hold on to it, right?
Hell
They
yeah,
sent-
you do, man.
Right?
Like fucking 7 of them. I ain't just spending this willy fucking nilly. You know?
Like you ironically let them build up, and it's like, yeah, but now you're not spending them at all. And it's like, don't point out my illogic. It's fine. Like, you're hoarding. Yeah, I get it. I got an email from them that don't let your credits expire. And I'm like, what?
They expire?
Yeah. It was news to me. And I read through the email, and they lay out the terms and conditions that, yep, if you go past 6 months without spending a credit.
Uh-oh.
That's that.
Oh boy,
have to
really?
spend some credits.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't cancel if you cancel your membership without spending them, the credits go as well. But every book you bought with your credits are yours now. I found Starship Troopers the French version very cheap because I mean, who speaks French nowadays? 16.23. So if I can have another $10.
Here they are all sitting in a bunch. 1 star, 2 star, all as big as my head. Give them a toss, a planet across. That's how Vegeta wins. Bye-bye.
I forgot about that one.
That's a good one.
Maxed out on upgrades.
Have I
Sin, there
ever
you
seen
go.
that before? What the hell?
Yeah, I don't think so. Totally Drea, dude. Totally Drea. And yes, we are maxed out. Look, I died. And Polly's an angry otter. Look at that.
Oh my god, a Starship Troopers coloring book. I think I need that as well.
Do you?
Blackout 8879.
Lots of
Thanks,
red.
Buck. In the words of Hemingway, I wonder how this gun tastes. I mean, it's never funny as a concept, but for Hemingway, considering how many people he drove over the edge, I think there's people that should come on your sympathy list before Hemingway did. That's just saying. The sun also rises.
That's true.
Yeah, there's a profound title.
Let's rock on there, guys.
Yes, we are 65% to goal. Fostonia is sitting at over 110,000 HP. We have a song hanging in the balance and all that fun stuff. Everything down below, make sure it's liked, etc.
And democracy.
And democracy. Massive group of military-age males from Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, Nepal, and more filmed traveling through the Darien Gap in Panama to be flown into the U.S. by the Biden government.
What? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
The Biden regime is now granting asylum to illegal immigrants from South America. Well, we can't say this anymore because the Biden administration has deemed from on high that this is not the term anymore. Are flying them by plane into the U.S. to arrive as refugees who have already met the requirements and legally allowed to live and work in the U.S.
The racist requirements.
Yes. From Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, and Nepal.
Because all of the fine educational institutions in Nepal.
Yes.
I mean, look at their flag. They're
lawyers.
clearly not that smart.
It's a bunch of doctors, a bunch of lawyers, people looking to improve America.
Now, if you would shut the fuck up.
Forgot that thing existed. Joe sounds okay. I'm just gonna. You didn't hear nothing. I'm gonna start over again. Jonestown Flavor Aid. Thank you for the 1550. And nothing was said.
Beautiful.
After the Flavor Aid was originally handed out.
Said it all, really, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. I love the detail that everyone knows that it wasn't Kool-Aid, it was Flavor Aid. It
was the knockoff. Fostonia's in the chat talking big shit. We'll see if someone takes you out there, man. A federal judge blocks a Texas law that gives the police the power to arrest illegal immigrants. So, no, you're just not allowed to arrest them anymore, I guess.
As odd as it sounds, I kind of it's screwing with the intent of a given set of laws for your own purposes. I mean, the idea you're encroaching upon federal authority, right? So you're going to do something about it then and arrest them? No, we're not.
No.
And therein lay the problem. The only reason that they're having to arrest anyone and act like they've got their own ICE department / agency is because you're not doing the job.
Well, don't worry. Right. There's more to it.
Oh, go on. Sorry.
In any arrest from people from Honduras, Mexico, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, India, etc., they're just labeling them as white. Felix Cruz Ramos Santo is a white male arrested for rape.
Ow.
I love that one so much, man. It's so stupid. It was Chimpanzee for 2502 with no message. Why, thank you, Chimpanzee. What a name. I thought they were Chet Manley. Thank you very much.
So they're just...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have just purchased, you'll be pleased to know, I've just purchased The Warriors and Starship Troopers. Thank you, Alan and Cotal Krill, for buying those books for me.
Nicely done.
I am really looking forward to seeing what you think of Starship Troopers.
Yeah, man, I don't know which one I'm going to read.
No bullshit, I really am.
One comes first,
It's a challenging read. I mean, not because the words are complex, but, yeah, I'll be curious to see what you think.
So it's white men committing these crimes.
Well,
I don't understand. Why is that? Why are they being classified as white?
That's a great question. But I had like 10 of these of the newly arrived migrants. My date of birth. Oh, I'm sorry. I read the wrong thing. The newly arrived migrants being labeled as white when they're arrested. I had like 10 plus of these, and I just decided we're just going to do one. But yeah, the white Honduran.
Famously white place.
It is. Honduras is famously overly white.
Yeah. Honduras.
But we can't call them migrants, immigrants, illegal immigrants, aliens anymore, because the new edict from on high has been passed down with the new language we are supposed to use when referring to these people. They are now called newcomers.
We've got a new word. New word. Hot off the press, people.
White House refers to all illegal immigrants as newcomers. A White House handout refers to illegal immigrants as newcomers, which provoked sharp criticism from Republicans. And you have to join to read this. But this is the very long circle around to why today's stream has the stream goal of yeet the newcomers. Because we have to be inclusive, but we don't have to be nice. Yeah, we should refer to them as what they are, invaders. I can't think of a single time in history, and I'm almost sick of saying this, I can't think of a single time in history when 25 million people have shown up at a border armed and without being invited, where it wasn't considered an invasion. But we must welcome the newcomers with open arms. They're white after all, of course.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But do you think this is bad? Like we talked about the reporter getting arrested. It gets worse. Tucker Carlson has received a warning that he could be arrested for merely interviewing Putin.
Isn't that wonderful? Like when you had that article before saying, don't cheer for journalists getting sacked. And then, you got this on the other side as well. Like, oh, he just did an interview. But no. Cheer for Tucker getting arrested.
U.S. journalist Tucker Carlson.
You just hate Tucker,
He said on Tuesday that his lawyers warned him that the United States could arrest him on sanction violations for conducting the interview.
Because he paid Putin?
I don't think he paid Putin at all.
Well, I don't think he did either. Like, one, it would really undermine his credibility to have done so. So there's no way he's going to do it. And he's just
he
not.
Told
just
Boris Johnson
lied.
to go fuck himself. Do you think he's going to pay Putin?
Good point. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot Boris Johnson demanded money from. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it would destroy his credibility to pay someone. But I don't. So he violated sanctions. How then? I don't even
sanctions.
Was there a sanction against no speaksies? I don't get it.
It doesn't say, because there probably isn't.
Jedi scum.
Oh shit! I forgot when you hit test, it goes out on the stream. I'm not all there today or here even.
That's okay.
But at least we got to see Grievous Era with lightsabers.
I like how this has been a stream of donations that we haven't seen in a while.
Right?
Can I put a request out there? If not, that's okay. I understand. But I would love to see the Otter Space Dance Party. It's at $29.99. We haven't seen that in ever.
At least a year. Kimberly, thank you for the 1050. I still recommend The Forever War by Joe Haldeman. In the fiction category, it is evident the book was written during the Vietnam War in some parts, but it still holds up really well. I still haven't read it either. Fuck.
There you go.
With as easy as audiobooks make things and as quickly as I go through audiobooks, I think I would have done that by now, but I just forgot. All right, making a note.
Donald Trump's approval rating is higher with Gen Z than any other age group. That's very interesting. The Zoomers like the meme president. I am shocked.
Nah.
Shocked, I tell you. CNN has a meltdown after Trump wins in, Georgia? South Carolina, sorry. Listen to this shit.
Victory speech, overwhelming results in South Carolina. We called it right at the top of the hour as soon as the polls closed. Back with the team here in New York. Listen, you've heard a lot of Trump speeches?
Yeah, I mean, RIP the Reagan GOP. There's something so jarring about watching Lindsey Graham and Tim Scott, all of who condemned him after January 6th, lining up to do their best campaign rally impersonation. and saying this is the most qualified man to be
The
president.
night of January 6th, Lindsey Graham was saying he was,
I'm done.
Oh, yes. Godspeed, little buddy.
Nice.
Yes, yes. Godspeed, little buddy. I thought about using this earlier when I used the AaA cat bar. The AaA cat bar is S tier. I better see a bunch of salutes in the chat for our little buddy. And Fake Gamer Cat, Godspeed, little buddy. Real quick, thank you to Sam Silent for making that a whole ass meme. Thank you, guys. Very good work. Shit,
you know what? I'm not old enough to
82%
remember.
goal.
There's Ben Shapiro's joke. I'm old enough to remember. I'm actually not old enough to remember the relationship between then President-elect Reagan and then President Reagan and his own party. It wasn't comfy, and the media didn't love him either. That's something that's developed over time.
The love for
retro
Reagan
written,
is very recent.
So and especially everything being named Reagan this or that, with the exception of possibly the airport and the ship, where that's when he died, because it's just untoward to name things after presidents. But it's not royalty, damn it. In any case, rip the Ronald Reagan GOP. What are you talking about?
That hasn't been a thing.
You all of you right now, including the Vanderbilts at the table,
liquor,
are all currently engaged.
That is such an underrated donation. It is so good.
You're all engaged in a conspiracy of silence to pretend that the man isn't a houseplant, the current serving president. I mean, who stands up and criticizes the president when the person is of their own party? Look, you're doing it right now. Why are you surprised that Lindsey Graham is not speaking harshly against the guy who's the most likely by a long fucking shot to win the nomination?
You remember that? We used to get...
Okay, sorry. You got me on something here real quick. I got to bring it up before I forget.
But I mean, how can you not see it? You're doing it right now. Why is it surprising to you?
You'll like this, Polly.
You remember that? We used to get 5 speeches a day when he was in office. Anytime you turn on the TV, that guy was giving another fucking speech. Live, dude. Be in front of a helicopter, screaming, calling a lady a lesbian or something. This is going to be a tough one to defend at work. But I'm gonna. Now it's sad. Now with Biden, we get like one speech.
Hell yes, we're gonna take your AR-15, your AK-47.
Oh man.
Welcome to
This is old.
Fields, mother.
Yeah.
I'll grab that in 1 second. Hold on.
Every 3 months. And it's hard. He's like falls and shit. It's hard to watch. It's sad. I'm rooting for the guy. Obviously, I want things to go well, but it's hard to watch him do anything. Anytime I watch Biden do anything, I get the same feeling as like, you ever go to a friend's house and they have like a 16-year-old dog and it walks in the room? Oh. And you gotta do that whole like, oh hey,
man.
There he is. Just look at him. He's looking great. My favorite thing about Biden is anytime Biden finishes a speech, he transforms into a Roomba. Just...
I've seen that clip before, but not the last 20 seconds of it. The person had cut that off. That was some of the best stuff.
Dude, this guy's
very cool.
This guy's hilarious. I highly recommend.
The dog walking in bit. That's great. Oh, I got to duck out, I'm afraid.
All right, man. Take it easy. Love you.
Great show. Thank you very much, chat. Thank you for the books. Thank you for the donations. Fucking Festonia, don't give Polly $25. No, snap it. Don't give any more money, Festonia. And don't forget that on Mondays, The Silent Sin is hosting. I will be
host
hosting
Monday.
on Friday. All right. Love you too, gentlemen, and have a wonderful weekend, everyone.
Later.
Have a good weekend.
Newcomers, really? I was never called a newcomer. I'm not even an immigrant. I was called a foreigner. But you know what? Fine. Welcome to the rice fields. I'll keep the middle road option open for those illegal newcomers. Jesus Christ, Steve Dave. You should have gave me a warning on that one. God damn, thank you. Faustonia's hanging in. We are very close to stream goal, which means a song, etc. Let me continue with this clip. I'm just going to let it play. This is 15 minutes.
There's more jokes? Oh, you mean these? Yeah, there's bad comedy left. I get it. Okay.
All right, no, we're not watching the whole 15 minutes. I glanced at it earlier. I thought it was 1:40 seconds. CNN had an absolute meltdown over Trump's victory in South Carolina.
I absolutely believe you. Like, I don't think they realize how they sound. Like, they sound like we sound, but we're not journalists. We're partisan hacks.
We are. And I've never claimed to not be.
Well, yeah. Like, yeah, I'm very biased. And I make my opinion known on this and that, and whatever the fuck, because we're partisan hacks, and that's part of what we do. We're opinion dudes. You guys are journalists. What the fuck? How can you not hear yourself saying these things?
But
this is an analysis. It's mudslinging.
All of this. I'm going to take a drink of my drink before I get into this, because this stream is titled Good News, because it is the best news I have heard in the past, I don't know how long. Let me take a drink of my drink here.
Okay. See, here's the thing that blows my mind. People talk about, like, the system and so on. Talk about the elements of the system. Massive corporate news is what I'm referring to right now. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that it collapses tomorrow, like by a Thanos snap or whatever. It's gone. You know what I mean? In shambles.
No Fox, MSNBC, CNN, none of it.
Yeah, nothing. Exactly. No corporate news. Guys, we'll be fine. We just
literally
they're just not that
change.
essential. It'll suck. There'll be like crash programs, and people will be like rushing to do stuff in a way that they weren't before. Yeah, but we'll be
still
fine.
Going to have to get up, go to work. Like, nothing is. There's going to be no effect. If CNN disappeared tomorrow, there is no effect on anybody's life.
They really have leaned into it so far that they think that the free press clause of the First Amendment, they think it's referring to them as the holder of a contract with a corporation to read news off a teleprompter, that it's referring to them specifically. They don't understand that it's the right to print is the freedom of the press. And that right still exists even if all those corporations go away.
All right, now just wait for my fucking time.
E to the dubs. It's Polydub.
Bitch, let me have it. I'm this savage.
Why do you keep screaming, bro?
Because the song is spiteful. Yeah, don't. It would be like the NRA having the balls to fucking convince you that they are the Second Amendment. And some of the people, when they talk, go a little far, and they start talking like that. The NRA goes away. The Second Amendment still exists, and it's still up to you to fight for it. It's just an organization to help you out. And right now, news organizations haven't been helping us out for a good long time. They've been telling us what to think.
Well, wasn't that, what's her face? What'd she say? It's our job to tell you what to think.
Yeah, Mika Brzezinski.
Yeah,
it was because they're starting to act like it's their job to tell people what to think. And Joe goes, right. And she says, yeah, that's our job. Holy fuck. Festonia, thank you for the $25. Drunkle drops the fucking gauntlet like he's dropping the mic. Yeah.
He threw it out
I
there.
am game for it. What's that?
He threw it out there.
He did. It was a challenge. Slap in the face with the gauntlet. Yeah, I am game for that shit. You can thank Drunkle for this one, Polly. A Brit telling an American what not to do. Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna go buy reading materials with that. I feel kind of obligated to do it. And it's a good way to spend money anyway.
It is indeed. All you Brits out there better not hit the big John Wick. I forget which one it is. The 9001, I think. I'm referencing that, hopefully. Yeah. You better not do that, because that would fill up the bar, kill Fostonia, and get us a song. I remember when Black Ops 2 had the USS Obama aircraft carrier. Instead, it's U.S. Biden, a small fishing boat with a few holes in the stern. Thank you.
And everyone around him is constantly bailing water.
So all this leads up to some good news. And it's the best news I have heard in a good long time. Argentinian President Javier Milei seeks to penalize central bankers by putting them in jail. Fucking bells up.
If they've committed actual
bankers.
crimes, like
Yep.
actual malfeasance, you're damn right they shouldn't get a penalty because it was a lot of money.
Jail the fucking bankers. I am so here for it. The objective of this law is to maintain the money supply constant while Milei's administration cleans the economy. The process would precede the dollarization of the country. Dollarization, which is one of the most relevant promises Milei during his campaign. He is doing a
Relevant?
Relevant? Did I say relevant?
I didn't actually hear what you said. Did you mean to say relevant?
Preventing officials, the objective is kind of dollarization. Relevant. Did I say relevant?
Okay. I heard it. That doesn't mean that's what you said. It's not a good day. So yeah.
Well, I've been drinking, so take it for what it's worth. But
I haven't even been drinking. I wish I had that excuse. I'm just out of it.
Good for talk about your good fucking news. Look at that. Incredible. We get fucking hearts in the chat for Milei doing the Lord's work, really. And then we have this clip from Tucker, which I absolutely love.
But I would say it's this election that, I mean, it took me a while to come to this, but it's this election that's the referendum on democracy. Biden is senile. He's literally senile. He can't talk. He can't walk. The whole world knows that. Leave our borders. People are, everybody in the world knows it. A senile man is not going to get elected in the most powerful country in the world unless there's fraud. Period. Like, who would vote for a senile man? He literally can't talk. And nobody I've ever met thinks he's running the U.S. government because he's not. If Joe Biden gets reelected, democracy's a freaking joke. At this stage, even someone who grunted at the microphone would be more reassuring than a guy who clearly doesn't know where he is. And I think everyone knows that. And like,
Roomba.
Is there any person who could say, like, out of 350 million Americans, like, that's the most qualified to lead, or even in the top 80%? Like, what?
Remember, Sam Harris would say yes.
Yes, he would. He absolutely would.
BDS is real, man. It's taken some smart people.
I have some palate cleansers for our good news. Did you see
okay,
this on
real quick,
Jeopardy?
Crossfire, 48.91. Thank you for the $2. Evening, Polly. For some reason, this didn't. So it lights up, highlights. This one isn't highlit, but I haven't read it, and it's new. Weird. Oh well. Crossfire 48.91. Thank you for the $2. Evening, Polly. On Audible, look into Land and Sea series by Blaine Pardoe. The son of a bitch. I keep wanting to call it Warcraft. That's not the name of it at all. I refuse to look at the screen. Hold on. Give me a second here. It's fine.
Right. Take a second. We'll just look at our upgrades to Stream Goal and Faustonia's failing HB.
It's got giant stompy robots in it. It's a tabletop game, and there's this huge, fantastic lore around all these. Nope. Battleship. Jesus Christ. Man, I got to go lay down. I looked at Battletech and said Battleship. Yeah.
Sunk by Battletech.
Well, they did kind of sink everyone's Battletech because they fired the poor guy.
Okay,
the only reason that I know of him, I haven't read the books, although I heard a lot about them from a lot of the lore, because a friend of mine is a huge devotee of the Battletech stuff and background and whatever.
Not hip to that at all.
He got fired for very shitty, woke ass reasons, and Razorfist did an interview with him because he's a huge Battletech guy. No, I won't.
Oh, now you're at the point where that would take it. Tulsi Gabbard is Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State, and the Trump admin. Thoughts? There could be worse. Definitely not back. Thank you, Spook Scheme. By the way, long time no see. How you doing?
Blaine Pardoe. It's a bit more modern, a little bit sci-fi, but they are my new favorite series, and I hope you can enjoy them. Happy Friday, Otter. And I will thank you, and happy Friday to you too. And I apologize if that wasn't at all what you were talking about.
Oh, look at that HP on Fostonia, 1,800. Jesus Christ, the overkill bonus there, unbelievable. Did you see
he's
this
ripe for a fall? Is that what you're saying?
The overkill bonus is delicious right there. Did you see this on Jeopardy?
To speech 6.
Them, theirs, themself. Chris,
What are pronouns?
those are pronouns. Neo.
They're putting this on Jeopardy under speech, parts of
I've
speech.
never even heard Zeers. I guess that's hers or his.
No, listen, one more time.
Parts of speech 6.
Them, theirs, themself. Chris,
What are pronouns?
those are pronouns. Neo pronouns. You have 62
Parts of speech.
They're putting neo pronouns on Jeopardy.
You know what? I'm going to take
If you're
that
in a big
neo
argument with your girl,
pronouns as a...
Call her by her mother's name. Be a man.
That should be Zach taking over.
I take neo pronouns as a stab on his part, or at least it sounded like it. And he shouldn't have said it if he didn't want it that way. It's like saying new speak. If you just said speech, it wouldn't sound like anything, but you know.
John Big Oat Galt in the chat said, imagine learning English and they do this shit to you.
Yeah, English is already complicated enough, man.
The most complicated language, isn't it?
That's what people tell me.
Oh. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Soon may the cavemen come with birds and mice and some tasty numbs. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full.
And Zach in the chat said, call you knave. Colt said, me kissing myself with the Ricky and Shrek fantastic work. And Doc said, BDE, straight to the stream boss. I mean, that's a definite hit to Colt, but you are not the stream boss. That is Cult of Krill. Sitting hot at 42,000 HP. Ooh, we're at the knife's edge.
Chat saying it. According to Sam, yeah, English is way more difficult than French. It's way more difficult than Latin, and he speaks them. And yeah,
the one thing that I always heard as an example was ox, oxen, box, boxes. Like ox is an ox, oxen is the plural of ox. The plural of box is not boxen. That's the one example I've always heard. You don't say I have 12 boxen here. I have 12 boxes.
Yeah, and I don't like the way it
bass,
happens sometimes, honestly. It's the best language on earth, don't get me wrong. It's American language. But that you can say funnily enough, that just sounds shitty. Funny enough.
Yeah.
But that's not correct. It's actually funnily.
Led
although I
and
never
lead,
say it.
Live and live. Like we have a ton of fucking retarded words.
When how are you supposed to say it, Sin? That's where the problem lay, or that's where the problem lays?
I say that's where the problem is.
Okay, that's wrong for another reason. That's ending a sentence with a preposition.
I'm fucking up in like 3 different languages there. Isn't it lay?
So lay. It's lay, not plural. The beauty of it, though, is because of the flexibility that English has. That's why it's the language for technical fields that have new words coming into them, like Lego language words. There's no other language that has the flexibility that English does. So that's a good thing.
Monkey and donkey should sound the same.
Monkey and donkey?
Yeah, because it should rhyme.
I would happily double the amount of silent letters if we could just get rid of pronunce. I hate that. To pronounce something, pronunciation. No, it becomes pronunciation. Why? It just gives smartasses like Inquisitor something to correct me about. Who needs that?
The one thing I will never not harp on is the and I thing. Like it's so simple to me. Like, oh, Polly and I were doing the stream. Not me and Polly. It's Polly and I.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, but you're the guy who on occasion fucks up effect and effect. It's kind of strange that you picked up the subtlety of that one.
That actually 100% of ATF agents have wives that have boyfriends. And this is consistent with previous dad advice. So...
I fucking love that one.
I love the line. And this is consistent with previous data, by the way. I love it.
Well, because in my 31 years on this earth, I still don't know what the difference between effect and affect is.
What I do, but I have
won't share
trouble
the
knowing the
secrets
difference
of
between...
your college education with the lowly.
Not really. I kind of just use the force to figure it out, and I never get it wrong. But that's okay because I have other problems.
Force.
Yeah,
that's how I cook.
I don't know, man.
Too,
It just, sometimes it's like it seems obvious to you, but it's not to me. Like Sin and I, me and Sin.
See, that's plain
me,
as
me
day.
and him. I don't. What? Because what? You have a strong connection with the force, and it guides you well. How do you know?
The force guides me to the correct pronunciation.
And I'll never back out. I say pronunciation. Never backing on it.
One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full.
Let me run through these two real quick.
All right.
I just meant smacking with BDE, not claiming the title, but fuck him. And Doc then goes, and another one. And that is Stream Boss and Goal and a song. Wonderful work. Thank you so much.
Wait.
What? Why are we waiting?
What?
You said wait. Why are we waiting? What are you doing?
I didn't say wait. I said sweet.
Oh, I thought you said wait. I'm like, uh-oh, why?
No, I said
What's about to happen?
we got a song. I said sweet.
But
I'm gonna stop you right there.
You did in my tracks. Yeah, the force just guides me to the and I, me and et cetera, et cetera. It needs to make sense without the other person. Like I know the rationale behind it. I don't know what effect versus affect is. Like effect is an effect.
You want it to get worse?
Affect something.
Inside of psychology, A, like letter A, affective refers to emotional content. So somebody has an affective disorder. Doesn't mean their disorder is very effective. It means they have a disorder associated with emotionality or what have you.
Oh shit! Did I just hit it? Affects effects. Like to affect something causes effect. Oh.
Often, but not always.
All right.
Are you getting frustrated? What's the effect of that?
It is the E effect. I found this video. It popped up on my feed again, and it is the greatest video to ever grace the internet.
You are fucking, you bloody, you bloody bastard bitch, you fuck you, bloody fuck you, bloody, fucking mother, bloody fuck bitch, you bloody fuck you fucking bloody bastard, benchwood bloody, you blunder, no, but why, bloody no, why, bloody fucking, accident, then what you wanna do? Why you fuck me, I fuck you, bloody, bloody bastard, fucking running like lady, eh? Bloody. What the fuck, man? Fucking now shout at me, innit? Okay. Why are you shouting at me? Because I am going to the work. If you don't do, you do the other places. Why are you shouting?
The audio from the Vivek Haley debate.
Because of this, you are doing. I don't know. You are doing like this. I think you are going to accident. No, shouting at me no good, man. Me no shout at you. But the thing is that, what you think if you do like this one, you are going at work and somebody else. But that like one, if you running like that one, you gonna fucking fall, innit? But hurting yourself. But yeah, because of this, I saved myself. That one very icy road, man. Okay, have a nice day.
The greatest argument ever had on the internet ever.
That was great.
I don't know who recorded this, but they are a legend.
I think they thought maybe it's going to get violent and people start thinking that phones are weapons. So it's like, I'm just going to record this to cover my ass. And comedy was made.
It's absolutely fantastic.
I couldn't even follow half of what he was saying, and I didn't hear the inits in there.
there were a few inits.
Useless. Man, I feel bad for anyone from Britain having to listen to that. It's like, oh God. Oh
You didn't
God.
even have to finish having to listen to that. The first part of that sentence was enough. Do you have anything you want to shill before we get the fuck out of here?
Just Noir Bar later on, 12:30 a.m. Eastern.
Ooh. You
It'll
motherfuckers
be there. It'll
better.
be a good time. It'll be fun.
You motherfuckers better be there in it. And I just put up a video on the Sin and Sash channel, and we are going to go out with a Pinky song. Excuse me, shit. I am going to mute my Discord audio. We're going to listen to a song. I don't know which one yet. I'm looking. Doc, if you're in the chat, pick a number 1 through 44. Guys, thank you for coming and hanging out. Thank you for all the amazing, incredible donations tonight.
Indeed. Thank you. Very generous. Greatly
you guys
appreciated.
Are absolutely amazing. The show will be here Monday at 5:30 normal time.
Literally here.
Yeah, right here. Drunkle and I are switching. I got a thing to do Friday. I will not be here for the show Friday. Guys, you have an amazing weekend, and I did not see the call in the chat. I'm looking. No word from Doc. Okay, we're going to do
31.
31? Okay. Oh,
The Force gave me that. I don't know.
We'll do it with the Force, guys. Thank you.
Have a good night, everyone.